Start talking about high times again.
Yeah, we can talk about IPOs.
Go ahead.
High Times has an IPO.
Whoa, hold on. You
Yeah, why
start.
don't you
That's right.
fucking wait your turn, all right?
Let the guy that...
God damn it. Welcome to the garage, you son of a bitch. Welcome to the garage with Evan and friends. It's so hard to do that without sounding like a radio jockey. Like,
Yeah, it's too late. You already did.
100.39, here we go.
The buzz.
Yeah. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. That's pretty much it that we, social media-wise. Yeah, who cares about everything else? iTunes,
That's
Google Play, Stitch, Napster. You can see it on our Instagram. Napster's still in, bro. You don't even know, because to my left, I'm outnumbered today, guys.
Woo!
Guys, I am outnumbered.
Some Rickus is in here.
So to my left, rookie producer of the year, of course, Rye Rick. And across from him, some say the best Rickus as a dancer.
Hey,
the better one.
The better of the two, I can tell you that.
All the way in from Tampa Bay,
I don't know.
Florida.
What award did you get as a senior in your yearbook?
I'm going to go with not that.
Yeah, because I got best dancer, so I feel like...
What'd you get?
I think Class Mooch.
Class
Mooch.
Class Mooch, which means he borrowed $1 for lunch every single day.
Every day.
And everybody knew
We
it.
had a competition that we got in trouble for. I got $33. Guess who I was against? Take one guess.
Flan.
Nope.
I was going to say Sanford.
Nope. He lives on the B block on Boxwood.
Uh-oh.
Brandon Fox.
No.
Jesus,
He
how
might
many
be
people
right.
lived on Boxwood?
How many people we got to edit out of this
He
thing?
might have tried to rob your house.
Oh, Milligan.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know.
Can you finish the introduction?
Ryan's older brother, Rob Rickus. You're a junior.
No, I'm not. No, you would think that, but I'm not.
Because what
Middle
makes...
name's different. John Francis was Pops. Thank God he didn't do that.
Okay, so now why would your dad... So Mal would go to the house and it would say Rob Rickus, and you guys had no fucking clue.
Yeah, that is
You guys had no fucking clue.
The mystery of it all.
Because
No, because why was anyone sending him mail?
Well, I don't know.
Why wouldn't they? I mean, you kidding me? You got great credit scored.
But it's all about the credit, baby. Credit karma.
Get credit cards all the time, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now,
Dude,
not at 12.
Every time I get mail, I don't even open it. I instantly throw it out.
No
I don't.
question.
See, I'm on that same level.
I
Everything's a bill now, and you can find. You already know what you.
Bills
what you
are
owe.
online.
Yes, you already know what you owe.
It's either a fake credit card or a fucking bullshit. Your car's fucking. What do they call those things?
warranty.
Warranty. I get that phone call twice a day. I don't know how many times I have to hit the number 2 to get me on the block list. I'm fucking done, all right? I hit 2
Because you hit
3
2.
weeks ago.
You hit 2, and they know that you're a real person, so they're going to keep calling.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
gonna
you're
keep
not
going.
right.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
I had one today that it opened up as, this is not a sales call, do not hang up.
Okay.
Okay.
Click.
Yeah.
Right? Like, who wrote that script for that automated...
And
whatever.
like sometimes I'll wait like to see what they say back when I'm like, oh no, I'm not interested. Like you take me off the list, and they're like, okay, I will, but also can you? And I'm like,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah. I don't want to.
bitch.
I don't want to fuck you, but here's a Cosmopolitan. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's a classic drink. The fucking chick, right? The
Yeah, for
Cosmo.
sure.
That's
For
a
sure.
very classy...
They call it the Cosmo fuck drink. At least in
think.
Tampa Bay, I think. Right?
In
It's a thing in Tampa Bay.
It's a hot thing in Tampa Bay. Speaking of hot, you guys are hot in the street right now.
Hot in the
Big.
street.
Big right now.
Nah.
Going
Big
double
right now.
platinum, dog.
Nah,
I'm
we ain't
telling you, I wore the shirt today, and 2 people beeped at me. I don't know if it was because of my driving or because of the shirt, but it was beautiful.
What's up, big time? What's up, man?
They're like, you know them? I was
How
like,
you
I know
doing?
them.
How you doing?
That's what
what's
I
up,
got. I
man?
got a how you doing from Trees. I had the shirt
shit.
on.
Yeah, because
Now-
he knew. We tried to get him on. He's too busy.
Oh, he's big time now.
Uncle
Yeah,
Jesse,
big time.
they're doing those Fuller House reruns on Netflix. So, all right. So coming back now is the perfect time of the year to say this or ask this. So you live in Florida.
Yes, sir.
Coming back in the
thought
summer,
that was the end
obviously.
I
all.
honestly,
He's like,
too,
I
I
just
was
want
like,
everyone to know that
all
you
right.
live in Florida.
You live in
What else
Florida,
you guys
so like
wanna
a
talk
big
about?
sock and sandal population down in Florida. But coming back this time of the year, you're just like, oh my god, thank God I don't live in Jersey anymore because we don't have a fall anymore.
yeah,
no
we were,
fall's
done.
we were talking about this.
Fall's done.
It's like
There's
6
no
days.
fall.
Yeah.
They call it what they call it finter. It just goes right to winter.
We talk about that a lot down there, about how everyone always says, I love seasons. I love seasons. No, you like the Tuesday that's 70 degrees.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And
Right.
and a
first
couple
time
leaves fall
the
down.
first time you put on your hoodie,
Right.
you're
That's,
like,
that's the Daniel
Winter
Tosh.
clothes.
I
Yes,
love
yes,
seasons too
that's-
much.
that's-
Yeah, that's why I live in a place that skips the
Skips the
shitty ones.
shit.
yeah,
exactly
yeah,
right.
yeah, that's perfect.
But it's funny because I had this conversation with a lady next to me at the bar in Tampa. She was coming back up here. Her mom lives down there, and she's like, "I love this time of year." And I was like, "Here or in Philly?" And she was like, "In Philly. It's just I get to wear jackets." And I'm like, "Yeah, that sucks. That sounds horrible."
Right.
to
It's
me.
it's the change
Yes,
that you like.
you enjoy the
you had
change.
3 months of I'm sweating right now,
Yes.
and now you can put on like you still got shorts, but you just throw a jacket on top over top or something like that. Like
I'm sure it's cool as shit to chill on the beach at night, and it's like cool because the water's right there and shit. You got like a fire. Or you guys allowed to have fires on the beach in Florida?
Certain places, not in the.
So
the
you're
clear
drinking around
water.
a fire in the sand. So like you're barefoot, but you're in like a hoodie and shit. So like that's probably fucking sexual and fucking cool as shit. Drinking and shit. You're
Everybody's
around a
just
fire.
fucking.
Some motherfucker shows up with an
People
acoustic
jizzing.
guitar and shit.
There's
Like
people jizzing all over the place.
my. I can't say American Pie because we'll
No,
get
no,
sued.
no,
We'll
no.
get
Don't
sued
go too
now.
far.
You can only
Don't
say
do it.
2 words.
We-
you can say 2 words.
I'll get sued now.
Is that the limit? What is the?
I
What
don't
is the? Have you
There-
ever looked up the limit?
There is a limit. I think on
I think
YouTube
there
there's
is.
like some kind of like 10-second thing
Hey,
or something.
So if you
I
go
think.
my Miss.
American thighs. I change it. Drove my Ford.
was
I was
that,
gonna
to
say
the
like
Ford.
German or something.
That was that behind the music. Remember that
Right.
Ice Baby? He was
Yeah.
like, no.
Mine
Yours
goes
is
ding,
dum
ding,
dum
ding,
dum
ding,
da
ding,
dum
ding.
dum.
Yeah.
Mine's dum dum dum
No,
da
no,
da da da
yours
da.
does.
Like,
You
it's-
stole
Speaking
from-
of people in concert, saw him in concert.
oh,
No,
Ice.
Yeah,
Ice-
wasn't a concert. We walked into Shepherd's and
He was there.
Shepherd's is like
He was there re-drywalling the
Keenan's
place.
or like yeah. So he comes out. We walk up and they go, "Hey, it's $20 to get in." We're like, "For what?" And they're like, "Vanilla Ice is here." And
Ice
we
is,
were like,
no. Ice is
Ice.
here. No more
Oh, yeah,
vanilla anymore.
yeah.
Ice is here.
I was like, I turned around. I was like, I want to see him.
Yeah,
And he came out.
I'll pay
The
everyone's cover.
motherfucker with the blonde bangs?
He came out, did 4 songs no one knew, and everyone was just sitting there looking at him, going, "Play the song we
Oh
want
my
to hear."
God, what was the show on VH1?
Play Go Ninja
Yeah.
Go Ninja Go.
He did it.
Surreal Life. Oh, the dude from Surreal Life?
Yeah. So, and he also made a shout out. He said, "Hey, Tuesdays, thank you for making my show the biggest show on Tuesdays between 6 and 7 on HGTV." And I was like,
There's only one.
You're the only show on there.
You're the only show on HDTV between 6 and 7.
Or 7 and 8. I don't know. I
So
don't watch
you
it.
are the number one show. Congrats on that. But you're number one
You're not
against no
Chip
one else.
or Joanna, so I don't give a fuck about your show. Because that's my favorite show on HGTV. One, Joanna has the right amount of Asian in her where she's so hot. And an Asian in Texas. Oh, shit. And
And
Chip,
the right amount of Asian is the way you put it, and
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect way to put
Now,
it. I don't think
I'm
it's,
not-
I don't think it's
Is that the PC way to put
that's
it,
the
though?
PC way to
Okay.
put it. I think so.
I'm not here.
As opposed
He
to
was
saying the
if he
wrong
was
amount
like-
of Asian?
If he was like that fucking Asian,
Yeah.
then I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah. Like, all right, all be realistic.
But now you said it, so like
Well, I was explaining something, so
And this
that
isn't
doesn't count. That doesn't
that
count.
doesn't count.
This isn't me being racist. Everybody don't get their fucking panties in a bunch, right? This is just me talking out loud. Now, being attractive to people, you're attracted to people for certain things. I have not a type, but there's
You have a type.
You have a
everyone
you have
has some
a
type
Everyone
of
has a type.
you have
Anyway,
a right amount of Asian apparently.
well,
Your
what I
type
was
is
going to
right
say.
amount of
What I was
Asian.
going to say is the opposite of my type is I am. This is gonna be a fucked up thing to say. One of the only
Here we
things
go.
I never jerk off to is Asian. Like that is never. You can check my search history list, and
From
it
now
is
on, that has to be the way
not
you
on
open
the
it.
list.
The right. I've never jerked off to Asian.
Chels, good time.
Hey,
to
Chels, how are you?
How you doing,
No
hon?
big deal. Trying to get the
Hey.
dogs loose. We got a dog loose.
Dogs loose.
We got a fandango on the loose.
So you live in Florida.
I live in Florida. We have bonfires on the beach, open toe sandals,
Acoustic guitars.
and a lot of people jizzing apparently.
Sorry, guys. If you're wondering why
Speaking
we're
of which-
stuttering right now, there's a dog wailing around right now.
Hold on.
Anyway, like I was saying, not to get all fucking weird, I'm just saying Asians aren't really on my radar.
Okay.
But Chip and Joanna, just the right amount of Asian.
Just enough.
And by
What about
Asian-
Chip? Is Chip on your radar too?
Oh, dude, the redhead Texan? Of course. He's fucking.
Chip and Joanna.
He's funny. I love that show.
Did you ever watch them fuck?
If they had a sex tape, of course. What do you think I wouldn't?
If
I watched
you're
Kim-
lying. You're
if I
lying to
watched-
me right now. You wouldn't watch it if it came
Well,
up.
Of course
yeah,
I
you
would fucking
would.
watch
You
it.
watch it, of course.
If he's sitting there hitting it with his boots on? If I watched Kim K.
Yelling out different
If I
things like
watched Kim K.
that drywall, I saved $1,500 on that.
If I watch Kim K suck that panther tail, Ray J's panther tail, of course I'm gonna watch them Texas honeys knocking boots. Anyway, we're not here to talk about
Yeah, this is already out of control.
Panther tail. Panther tail is my favorite part.
Let's wrap this up.
that. All right.
So I live in Florida, huh?
Anyway, do you have any interest coming back to
Yeah,
D56?
no, absolutely. It's a different world though. Like Southern charm and hospitality, it's a real thing. Like you walk, you bump.
And you're Tampa, right?
Yeah, Tampa.
And how far is Tampa into Florida? I don't know shit.
Tampa's about 9 hours into Florida, but you got to remember Florida.
But how many?
Huge.
That's what I was gonna say. How many hours to like Key West? 18?
About 6.
Key West is the
6.
very end, right?
No. I'm saying from you saying 9 hours
Oh,
in.
from
So
24
12,
hours?
15.
maybe.
Okay.
I mean, you can drive a full
So
12
Florida's
hours
like-
and not be out of Florida yet.
Florida's like
Jesus.
2/3 of the way down
Yeah, it's. I mean,
on the Gulf of Mexico.
yeah. So where we are, it's kind of almost Tampadelphia. Like they call it that. When the birds were there, everyone was there.
When
You
the birds go anywhere, London
Well,
is
that's
getting
true.
taken
Yeah.
over right
London
now.
is getting
For
taken
sure.
over. That's
God,
crazy.
do I wish I had money to just buy 10 tickets for fucking friends and just go.
And get absolutely obliterated.
I'd be
It's fu-
wearing a scarf and shit. You know, like how the soccer players have the scarf? I'd be having an Eagle scarf on and shit, like, ole, ole,
I'll
ole.
tell you one thing. Those jackets they have that you can't find anywhere from them, those are fly-ass jackets.
I didn't see them yet.
Neither did I.
No, the soccer players. I'm
Oh,
talking the big boy, like, long ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
I'm wearing
phenomenal.
a soccer jersey, baby.
Who's your favorite
Fantasy.
team?
I hate soccer. I don't know.
What is
This
that? Manchester
This is
United?
Manchester back in the day when Van Persie.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought they were red.
Yeah, and they have a Chevy logo. This is old school. It's a vintage. Don't worry about it. What
Not
were you
doing
saying?
well.
Vintage.
Not doing well.
Did you
Yeah.
buy the
I would like
The
to talk to
jersey?
you about that illegal website that you sent me.
yeah, don't mention the name of the website. I don't
it
want
was
Nike
very
to come in and
confusing
shut
to
it
search
down.
Shit on it.
You just type it in the top.
I know,
Whoa,
but
Like I typed
Why do you have an illegal website that I've never
you
heard
do
of?
have it cuz when Dad called, he made me tell you the website.
I call false.
it's a Jersey. It's a Jersey website. But
Yeah.
like I opened it up and it was like weird. There was like a bunch of other shit on it.
Yeah,
too.
they sell fucking
I was
everything.
gonna
It's
say
from
there was like
China,
kitchen,
so it's,
yeah, there's like kitchen supplies and
China.
shit. I was like, damn.
yeah,
what the
they'll
fuck?
sell you
China sell
they'll sell you
I
fucking
thought I was
anything.
going to like a sports
No.
shit.
No. You
Anyway,
gotta
I'll
go to
get into
Modell's.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was going to the Asian Model.
Yeah, this is China's
I was going to
Google.
Mota. 5 minutes.
Moda.
5 minute Jersey ready. That was racist. I'm sorry. I apologize to all my Asian fans.
Well, we already said you love Asian.
I was going to
so
say all the
there's
ones that
nothing
haven't
wrong
turned
with
off already.
Just the
There's
right
nothing
amount.
wrong with that.
Just the right amount.
Anyway,
We're
yeah, you
asking
just
him if he would come
So
back
yeah.
to Jersey.
So no,
Yeah.
I would love to come back. I mean, it's a different world. People are different. The different. It's just everyone's friendlier. I don't know why. Maybe because it's sunny all the time. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
that could do
everybody's
it.
I'm a stereotype. Everybody's a redneck. I mean, outside of Tampa is real Florida. Like the stories you hear on a Florida guy. did
Florida
this.
man. Yeah.
Florida man, which is a true thing.
Drives his lawnmower to the liquor store.
Yes, that's true. Like outside of Tampa, Miami, and Key West, they're Florida men, and they are absolutely
Well, like Florida,
batshit crazy.
What they say, Florida Bama? That's a show
Yeah.
on MTV
Yep.
I watch.
Yep.
Florida Bama.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of it? You
No.
fucking mutt.
I don't watch True
He doesn't watch reality TV.
reality.
You watch any
I said
reality?
True.
Reality TV's
True. I don't watch True TV.
Reality TV is hilarious, man.
You're subscribed to Court TV just so you can be like, once March Madness hits, I got it. So they suck you in all fucking year to
So
be on
all
Court
year
TV.
you're
Yeah.
watching Judge Judy.
Yeah.
You're
No, I get it
enjoying
for free. I get
Yeah.
it for free.
Whatever.
So
in
why
my
don't
package.
you watch? Why don't you watch reality TV?
I don't really watch TV.
So what do you do?
I watch like Netflix and HBO Go and shit like that.
You are
like,
big. You are a big Netflix.
Next,
guy.
Netflix is too much for me.
I agree.
I don't know what you
I'm
mean.
on board with that, and I know exactly what he means.
It's just too much.
yes,
There's too much.
and I'm a
There's, too
roamer.
much, there's only like fucking 30 things on
Dude,
there.
I'm a roamer. I gotta find out what else is
Dude,
on.
like
If I'm
almost
missing
I'm like,
something,
oh, I want to watch this, but I want to watch this, and then I want to watch this. But this is 8 episodes, so I do this. Like Making a Murderer 2, I'm
No.
never watching it.
never.
No.
I didn't like the first Making a Murderer.
Yeah,
I thought
didn't
that
like
was
it either. That's
overrated.
why I stopped it. That's why I stopped.
I
I
watched
didn't
the
even
first
finish
3
it.
episodes. They were so slow, and I'm like, all right, this dude's either guilty or not guilty. I'm looking at him.
He looks good.
Who fucking cares? And then they take the fucking retard and who wants to go to WrestleMania, and they send him in jail for life. So ever since I watched that show, I don't leave my house now because if he's getting sent to prison, I'm definitely getting sent to prison.
50% chance that I'm going.
I won't even fucking jaywalk. You won't even catch me jaywalking. I want to see WrestleMania, damn it.
I mean, I just don't like commercials and shit too. Like, I can get out of it after watching an episode. Like, I don't know.
Well, the good thing about commercials now is if you watch anything on demand, it's literally like one commercial and then it's back. Like
Right
you
back, yeah.
You watch This Is. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up This Is Us again. You're gonna watch This Is Us. They'll hit you.
That was a podcast I listened to.
I
did.
No,
I did.
what?
They'll hit you. They'll hit you with a quick.
Dog, you're supposed to say you listen to all of them.
I do listen to all of them.
They'll hit you with
I
a quick
need best
Toyota.
Of. I need a best of. Which what we're gonna do after this?
Yeah, we
They'll
got
hit you with a
shit.
quick Toyota commercial, and then all of a sudden it's back to Jack. You're just like, oh, thank God. Like
So
I can't even get a cup. I can't
have
even get a
not
cup of
watched
soup
that
yet.
show, and everyone talks about. So I work in the most corporate place in the world. I mean, we got
Jesus.
400 people in there. It's hilarious. Stuff like Office Space, that stuff actually happens. Like
Just boring
every
life where you
day,
just want to.
like watching these people, and it cracks me up because there's probably about 60 people in work that I have zero idea what their real name is. No clue. Made up a name.
You go
for
in the fridge and there's a Post-it ticket that says "Do not touch."
which is why
Of course, I'm eating your spaghetti.
always, always,
Of course, I'm taking that.
always eating your spaghetti. I'm sorry, Carol, you made it. We're eating it.
Hi, I'm Carol from accounting. Okay, from a guy who probably won't make it. I go to school here. Okay.
Okay, but that's a true thing. Like that's all they talk about. This Is Us. It's an unbelievable show. Why aren't you watching this?
Because they also probably
Because
haven't
I
seen
don't
anything
want to
else.
have anything in common with you people.
Yeah, and that's why I try to bring up like the amount of times I had to say, and I said this today above. I said, you know what I didn't have to hear today? We made it through the week. Friday, we made it.
And there's that
TGIF.
There's that one guy who thinks he's funny. Hump Day.
Oh, Hump Day.
Hey, Mike.
Hump Day is said every single Wednesday.
Yeah, when that commercial
Every
came
single
out,
Wednesday.
when that
I'm gonna
commercial
get.
came out-
I'm gonna get in next contract that I'm allowed to double leg you every time you say Hump Day because I'm gonna fucking spear you, Bill Goldberg style.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I agree. If you say Hump Day, or if you say made it through the hardest part of the week, huh?
Yeah.
You should probably get hit by a car.
We're almost
Yeah, you're
there.
right. So
Slow
now-
car too.
What else is hard is a flashlight. So go sit on one in the corner and shut your fucking mouth. Now, see, like I work with blue collar guys.
So if you sit on a flashlight, sit on a flashlight. Do you turn it on,
beforehand, obviously.
or is it the other way?
Jesus,
Where it's out,
You got
so
you
now-
got
now
an you got an aggressive mind.
I'm just.
I was going the skinnier side. You went to the thicker side.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you turn it on,
Holy
and
shit.
and the skinnier side's in,
How can you turn? Oh yeah, if you turn it on.
it's pretty.
But what if your sphincter turns it off real quick? Then it just gets rid of because you're not going to see your Adam's apple glowing, are you? Could you open?
Great
doesn't go
question.
straight
What-
through.
If you
Great
put a
question.
flashlight up your ass, on, and the light's going,
This is way better than top five.
Yeah.
I think we should stay right in this.
What
the fuck?
does it hit ricochet off like the lungs and shit?
Yeah.
A couple ribs? Can you open your mouth and see some light?
That's what
You
I
need
was
mirrors.
thinking.
You need mirrors all throughout your.
Straight
have,
out,
like-
you're a human.
Yeah, you're a human,
Spotlight.
which means that
Not
you
the
have.
spotlight. What's the lighthouse? You're a
Lighthouse.
human lighthouse.
You're human, which means you have intestines and the stomach and shit like that. Like it's.
Oh, so
Not
now you
getting
know.
through.
Now you know about the human anatomy.
Paige and Dr. Ryan. Yeah, okay, guy. I would love to have a nurse on here to see how many people stuck shit up their butt just to like.
Oh, that's
there's-
got to be the funniest.
There's no
funniest
doubt
part.
a flashlight turned on. How
There's
about
a story about it.
how about a fleshlight? Them bitches up in the butt.
Now we're
What?
talking.
What?
Now
In
we're
the
having fun.
butt. Everybody's just thinking right now, yeah. Do flashlights vibrate?
I have no idea. Do that?
I don't think like the standard one. I'm sure they have ones now. You might. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You might be able to get on that website that I sent you from China.
Oh, China's got
Yeah.
one. China's
Let
got
me
a
get one of
vibrator.
those
Definitely got one.
Asian flashlights.
with
It might-
an actual flashlight.
It has
it
a
might-
USB cord where you can charge your phone while you're fucking the flashlight.
It might explode as you have it on, but they
No,
definitely
you'll
got it.
never. You can watch as much porn as you want. You can charge your phone as long as it's plugged in.
Well, good topics today, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
this is-
happy,
Anyway.
I'm happy
This
to
got
be
out of
here.
control real
What
quick.
I was
Let me tell
saying.
you.
What I was saying is, so
You're gonna stay in Florida.
well, you're
Never
in
coming
Florida.
back.
You're in Florida. You have a tan 365. Beautiful thing. Cool for you. I'm saying you come back, but like, obviously you have friends in Florida. You've been living in Florida
Yeah.
for how long?
10 years now.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
We're getting
It's a
old.
long time, yeah.
We're getting old.
Yep.
I didn't think it was 10. All right. So you've been in there 10 years. So Jesus, that's a whole nother life.
I
Yeah,
was,
of course you
I was
get-
banking on like 4.
Yeah, you got a whole
I don't
nother
have a
thing.
follow up to that.
But coming home, it's a different feeling. Where you're just probably just like, oh, this is nice. Well, like you were saying,
is.
Southern hospitality. But like, is that good or bad?
So
like you
it's-
like coming
it's-
home to Jersey and seeing aggressive people, or
I love it because it brings me back to the core of what how I was raised and everything.
I thought
So,
you were
know
gonna
what I
say
mean?
America. I was gonna reach over this table and fucking smack. Brings
kidding
me
me?
back to the core of America, man.
That's what America is, man. America's just
Rock, flag, and eagle.
Hey, 1776 was made where we were. This table, Abe Lincoln sat at this table. Okay? There's no more slaves because of this table. And now we have a podcast talking about fleshlights and batteries because of this table.
and just enough Asian.
Just because Abraham Lincoln the Vampire Slayer wanted it. Underrated movie.
Really? Have you ever seen it? I've never seen it.
I've watched it twice.
Really?
Today.
Today. Speaking of
It's
today.
on a loop.
Speaking of today, Rob, you're not anything of a gamer.
No.
Oh,
he-
so start
yeah.
this, yeah. Get into
ahead.
the game and get it. No. This is
Because
your world,
I
not my world.
almost did not accept this podcast tonight because Red Dead Redemption came out last night.
What'd I say to you? This is exactly what I said to you.
Same thing.
So he got to my house today. I picked him
And
up.
you're lucky it's go ahead.
Yeah.
You're lucky it's still loading because it takes Red Dead Redemption is 2 discs.
Oh shit.
Oh,
You have
shit,
to
we're talking
download
some series.
the first one. It says data only. You have to insert that, and that takes an hour and a half just of data of fucking
Shit that you
whatever.
can download.
See, what happened to just blowing on the game and putting
Nope.
it in and let's go?
Nope.
That's
I
right.
don't know. It's
Nope.
2018,
It's
Rob.
2018.
Yeah.
2008.
That's what happened
so
to it.
Before we started this podcast, I put in the second disc, and I have 2 hours until it's ready for me to play.
So I pick him up, bring him back to the house. I'm like getting my food and shit like that so I can eat dinner. He's upstairs playing Grand Theft Auto, which is fine.
Classic.
Go ahead and play it.
Red.
And I I get up to the top of the steps and I see like that he started Grand Theft Auto. He's asking me like how he shoot and all that kind of stuff because like he hasn't played it in a long time. So you forget the controls. And
Last time I played
kind
it,
of forgot the
last time I
controls.
played, I think it was at like Tim Lane's house,
PlayStation 2.
PlayStation Uno.
Yeah.
Was it Vice
It was
City?
Grand Theft Auto 1.
I think it was either Vice City or San Andreas. I can't remember.
Yeah. So
I love all the San Andreas. Oh, motherfucker, take a picture from an Android. It's just a dude. That's the funniest shit to me, dude.
So I was like, yeah, this was like my the series, the Grand Theft Auto series. I cheated a little bit. That was my number one. He was like, this was your number one? He's like, what about, and he started naming good games, don't get me wrong, NFL Blitz
NFL
and,
Blitz.
what
Jake
el-
brought that up,
NBA
yeah.
Jams, like,
Mm-hmm.
good games, don't get me wrong. And I was like, yeah, but you can do, like, you can fly a helicopter or an airplane, you can fucking swim,
Stripper.
you can stab a
I
fucking
agree.
shark in the head, you can do whatever you want in this game. Like, it's a whole world and you just live there.
I would like to see you stab a shark in the head in the game, though.
Yeah.
You
I'm not
can.
gonna lie.
I mean, I can
Is
try.
that
It might
is
eat
that
me.
like a?
You couldn't start swimming until San Andreas, so that's
true.
the first
Yeah.
first Grand Theft Auto. You
Yeah,
can
Right,
start
because you would
die
die.
every time,
You would
yeah.
die. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I played it right before that one.
Yeah, so Vice City, which is my favorite.
So
If Vice City was updated,
I think it'd be the best one.
It'd be
I-
so-
see,
so he's
I would
running
stay with
around.
that. I'd stay
no,
with
he's
that.
running around and like just punching people and like killing them, and then like we get the cops after him, and then the cops would kill him, and then he would run around and punch. I was like, you're not even gonna get in a car. You're not gonna do.
the
There's
5
so
stars
many
and you
fucking
steal the
things.
black Tahoe,
Hilarious.
the FBI joints.
I was like, there's
Yeah.
so many fucking things you can do,
That's Grand Theft Auto that I remember.
and that's all he's doing. I was like, that's cool, but like you can do other shit, like more fun shit. And
But
he was
how
like,
realistic it
but
was
that's what I'm saying.
is
So like,
unbelievable.
he
Like
was
in
like,
Grand Theft Auto 5
he
where
was
you
like-
buy the weed off people and then you start shooting like aliens because you're so fucking high. That part.
there you go.
I
And he
see.
was like,
I
I
didn't
don't
even get
understand like why this was your number one. It's not that like it's cool, but like I was like, because that's not all you can do. You can beat people up. Don't get me wrong, but like that's like level 1. It goes up to like level 100.
If you want to beat people up, go get UFC too.
Right.
So I agree with both comments. However,
Except for
I'm not a gamer, so to me, running around punching dude in the face was hilarious to me.
right, and that's
and
fine.
it lasted what 10 minutes.
That's
and
what I was
like,
gonna
and I was
say.
like, I'm out.
That's
You know what I
all.
mean?
That's all it's gonna last. Is
That's
10
why.
minutes.
That's why mine were Blitz and
Right, you like
NBA
sports games.
jams. Sports
Sure.
games.
I love sports games too. I play Madden for. I think my Madden character right now. This is my 6th guy, and I play for the Giants. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm starting season 4 already.
Damn.
But I would have been I was on the Bears and I loved it, but someone deleted it by accident. Usually my nephews, they come over and delete it. I'm like, motherfuckers. So, because what I do is I create a player, and then I put like 6 teams that I'm kind of interested in, but like their overall has to be like under 85. Like I try to like keep things to it, and I pick out of a hat, and I picked the fucking Giants this time. I was like, God damn it. When I picked the Bears, I was hyped. I was like, oh, okay, let's go.
Why didn't you just restart with the Bears?
Because I'm honest. In my head, in my
Dude, it's
fucking...
just a game. You can,
Nah.
you can restart, man.
Now, in my head, I would know. Where were we
It
at?
seemed pretty
Oh,
obvious.
Red Dead Redemption is
Red
the
Dead
Wild
Redemption,
West
yeah.
of Grand Theft
Oh,
Auto.
and I listed this.
And you
Yeah,
guys
so
are
what
not
is
going to
it?
hear from me once you guys leave from here.
Yeah.
So what?
I'll
what
see
is-
you.
what
I'll
is
see
the
you at
purpose
brunch.
Of
I'll see
Red
you-
Dead Redemption.
So you're in a outlaw gang back in. I
Like
think this is.
1910 or something like that.
I think this one is like
Or was it
1890.
18s?
Oh,
I think this
I
one's
was
like
gonna say,
1890.
I don't think 1910 they were still
1890,
Wild
whatever.
West in it.
So yeah,
well,
you're,
I think the first one then is later, right?
yeah, this one's after it.
After
After
or
or before?
before?
Oh no, this one's before it. I'm
So
sorry.
prequel
Yeah,
or sequel?
yeah. This
So
one,
the
yeah, yeah,
the
this
first one's like
before.
1910,
Yeah,
and this one's like 1899.
So
or
like
something
you're
like
in
that.
your outlaw gang, robbing trains and all that shit. It's Grand Theft Auto just in the West, back in early America. So it's fucking sick.
That's
Just
actually pretty sweet.
I love that shit. I just love that shit.
And the map is fucking huge.
Dude,
like
if
you
I
can go
pulled out the
anywhere.
map that they gave me with the game, it's two-sided. It's the size of this fucking table.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll
And
never
you're a
read
fucking
it, I
you're
mean-
a fucking dot on it, and you got to go all the way to the other side. You got to ride your
But it's the
fucking
same
horse.
thing. It's 2 discs. I'm not gonna beat this game until my kid makes his first communion. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, holy shit, I'm gonna have to trade this bitch in. Like,
And then get it back
Grand
again.
Theft
like,
Auto 5 came out in 2013. I'm gonna
Right.
be playing this bitch forever.
I just bought it again.
Chelsea's gonna come home one day. I'm gonna have Spurs on my Vans and wearing and wearing a cowboy hat. She's gonna be like, what the fuck are you up to? I'm gonna be down here just like I'm
Too
gonna
much
put a horse
Red
head
Dead.
on the chair and shit.
Love it. Love Red
I'm
Dead.
gonna have saddlebags on my chair.
I'm saying you can get into this shit. Like it's
No,
It's fucking serious.
I completely agree. I was never into that kind of gaming. Like I was never a seasons guy. I was always playing somebody, betting it, maybe
Right,
degenerate
right.
gambler kind of.
and now you're back in Jersey, baby. Sports betting, dog.
I know.
It's
I know.
fun,
This is
dude.
huge.
It's
It's so
fun.
fucking
This is
fun.
Huge.
I thought I was
You
gonna
can
like do
bet
like
on
one or
everything, dude.
Everything.
Playing basketball, you can bet is the next. Like you keep your phone open and it updates so fast. Next shot, a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer. You can bet on that.
That's what everyone was saying. The other, or you were talking about it earlier, right?
I
How
don't
that
know,
you
but
had
like
threes.
I thought
Next shot's
oh,
a
yeah,
3.
Yeah, yeah.
You're just like,
You can
dude,
bet- you
I
can
got
I can bet
points for that.
$1,000 right now that the next point.
Is it 3? That's dangerous.
Yeah, but I thought I was gonna do like 1 or 2 bets a week. Like I'm doing a
'Cause
ton of bets,
I mean,
but I'm winning. So like it's
It's
Bodango or
yeah.
whatever that other one was. The overseas
Fandango?
one. Fandango.
Yeah.
Bodango.
Bodango.
Django.
Bovita, Velveeta. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Django,
But
not
Now
racist.
you're now you're allowed to bet, which is great. But I don't
Right.
understand why other states are not.
It's the same thing with weed.
capitalizing on it.
Why can't you smoke weed in some states? Why isn't gambling legal everywhere?
Yeah, I mean,
Why can't you buy a prostitute wherever you want?
I'm not a. Well, I can. I can that one.
Why- if
maybe
it's
though.
regulated, I
No,
don't
that doesn't make
understand.
any sense to me. No,
If it's
not that
regulated.
not that I buy prostitutes, but
Today.
why or
If they're Asian, just in a little bit, just
No
the right
shot.
amount of Asian.
no shot. But what I'm saying is like it all makes because you can't tax them.
Well, that's the real reason. If you look down, that's
You
what-
pretty much pay for and this is not me. I'm just saying this out loud. Obviously, if Chelsea will listen to this. I'm not saying this, but like you go on a date with a girl, you're buying dinner, you're buying
Yes.
drinks, you're paying for it anyway.
you're paying the same exact thing that you are for a prostitute.
Right. And I'm not. I know there's no romance in it and shit. Like you're looking, if you go on a date, you're looking for somebody. But like, there's some guys who are like weird and awkward. They might just want a fucking chick for the night, so
You're
they
paying
can
her
fuck
to
them
leave.
and then they leave and shit. Like, there's no and don't even forget about the girl. There's no reason a girl couldn't just like have 2 clients who she fucks for cash, and then all of a sudden that gets her through fucking nursing school or whatever.
Whatever
like,
she was doing, yeah.
like you don't have to. People think of prostitutes or like hookers. You think of some like crummy girl in the corner. Like, hey,
girl
you want
that's getting money for
like,
drugs,
Yeah, like
is what
there
you're
could be-
thinking.
Yeah, there could just be like a random normal person who's just like, oh, I just fucked 2 guys and they pay me $1,000 a month. Like,
And 100% chance that there is people like that. Like
oh yeah,
Oh,
well,
there is.
oh,
I
for
went
sure.
to school with people. I
yeah.
know. I know a girl that did that. Now
right.
she wasn't $50, $100. She was
That's what I'm saying. And,
$1,500.
and that's and she's going to like some dude's fucking
Yes, she
penthouse
was going-
you
mansion.
can afford
like,
me, you're worth it.
Yes,
That's what I'm
we-
saying. Like, they're not
we
going to cheat
figured that
themselves
one
out.
out.
No, you're worth.
when she put up a picture of a house that we were like, who the hell do you know over there? And
Right.
she was like, oh, it's my buddy.
Yeah, I sucked
He's
some old.
62. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't your buddy.
Yeah,
You know
I
what mean?
sucked some old knob. He blew some cobwebs in my throat, and all of a sudden I'm walking around with fucking new textbooks,
But
fucking
that's
Audi.
that's how she paid for college.
Yeah.
She
Right.
paid her way through
I'm
college.
shitting out
doing
spiders.
Is a spider alive when you shit it out?
I don't know. Could be a maggot. I don't fucking know.
Either way. So Florida, you say you're in
Florida,
a you're in a court.
Every time we're unsure. We go back to Florida.
Revert back to Tampa.
You said you're in a corporate fucking place.
Corporate.
Let me ask you this.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this too.
Yeah,
Let me that back up.
Let me ask you this. Do you ever walk by somebody in the hallway and just want to beat them the fuck up?
Every day.
Yeah.
100%.
There's about
'Cause
6 or 7
if I
guys.
want to do it and I know the guys can fight back, there's no way you don't want to do it.
There's about 6 or 7 guys. See, and that's something that, and we always talk about this with Tommy Citro and them. Like, the issues that you guys have are handled right there, right? Like
We're all men,
yes,
and we're men who are doing manly things, and like everybody. I don't want to say like blue collar was like all the dudes who were just like dick. No, you're men who did men shit. Like your dad was a tough guy, not tough in the sense where like you fought and shit, but like no, like you're just a blue collar, hard working, whatever guy. So like. Not that you take no bullshit. Like, obviously, in the blue-collar business, there are some fucking queers who are just corny as shit, and you're just like, all right, well.
And you got to deal with them.
You got to deal with them. But, like, you can handle it like men. Well, first of all, when there's no women around, it's a lot different.
It's a different world.
So you're in corporate, and there's women. So.
And we only have one woman.
Bosses are.
We only have one woman, and it's like, is she?
Right.
Okay.
Can I say this when gals around? Like,
exactly.
But I'm saying, like, with dudes around, like, you're allowed to. You say very inappropriate shit all the time, but, like. I don't know what I was saying, but like whatever. Like
you guys, if you have a problem with somebody,
not saying there's fist fights all day, but I'm saying you're allowed to get in an argument.
Yes,
you're allowed to get in an argument, and you're good to go. Like
we're
dudes.
We have HR meetings where it's like where it's like just remember what you guys say on this jabber, which is our little IMs, is everybody can see, and you're like, well. What are people saying?
Yeah.
And then they start pulling
Let's
shit
elaborate a little bit.
Then they start pulling shit up, and you laugh your ass off. You're like, damn, really? But that's how
Frank called Eric fat, so we have to have this meeting.
Take a Kit Kat from the basket.
That's it. That's true, too. Like, the candy shit, like, all the things you think about in a mainstream corporate world is 100% true.
Well, I seen Carl take 4 Kit Kats, so his fat ass has to sit out. Well, the reason I said take a Kit Kat from the basket is because I'm dressing up as Buffalo Bill for Halloween and trying to scare all the kids. I'm going to just leave a bowl of candy on the thing, and I'm just going to sit there in the doorway and just go, goodbye, horses. I'd fuck
and
me.
No one's going to get it.
I'd fuck me. All the kids would be like, what the hell? And all the parents would be like, oh, my God, Timmy, over here.
Yeah, you're just
Kit Kat from the basket.
You're going to see people just stopping and going to your house. Just, come here.
They're going to start walking up and then turn around.
Lotion on your hands.
But there's a guy at my building, and I say my building because there's 6 people that work in my company, including me. Mm-hmm. So my company's fine. Like, what are you going to do? There's 6 people. But there's a dude that works downstairs that comes up to the guy comes upstairs to our
Let's address what's going on in the room right now. That's impressive, pal. Good for you.
Go ahead. You can tell the people. You can tell the people. You can tell them.
When you got to go to the bathroom and you got to piss, I get it. I just thought at your own house you'd go to the toilet. But, hey, to each their own.
Anyway. So there's this
blue-collar guy.
There's this dude that's downstairs that comes upstairs to our bathroom.
How's it smell? Are you hydrated enough?
Yeah, and those that don't know have just took a piss in the corner in a bottle. So
smells like spoiled carrots.
There's a dude that works downstairs that comes upstairs to the second floor bathroom because he's scared to go take a shit.
We've talked about this.
And the upstairs only has like 4 people that are gonna use that bathroom. So he comes upstairs. So like sometimes I'll be taking a shit and like I'll hear him walk in
he's coming
and then
in.
turn around and walk back out. And I'm like, you fucking come sit next to me, Pop. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, no, that's true because we have a second floor of all kids that are like probably 21 to like 28. They're all recruiters. That's all they're doing is calling people. And that's
headhunters.
First job out of college.
I was gonna say it's same thing, same company.
Shout out them. That's all they do, and they're young. It's a party mode. It's music going. Not one of them will take a shit on that floor, which to me is fucking hilarious because I've taken shits on that floor.
Right.
I've taken a shit.
I go up to that floor to take a shit.
I took a shit in Cinnamon when the stall had no door.
Nice.
I know exactly what stall.
And that was the cleanest one because nobody would go in there. I'd fucking plop down.
It's beautiful.
I forget what teacher it was. I remember I was in there just fucking
painting the toilet.
spackling that fucking thing. And I don't want to call out a teacher, whatever.
Finish eating first.
Fuck off.
Call the teacher out. Call the
And
teacher
he's sitting
out.
there. He's in the sink. He's putting water all over his face. He's sitting there like doing his eyebrows and shit. He's like, "Oh yeah, let me look good for these young girls." Not acting like nobody's looking and shit.
I don't want to call out the teacher.
And in the back, you hear.
And I'm sitting there blowing fucking salsa out of my fucking not my tiny asshole, my big asshole, and reading my agenda. Remember the agendas?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, what do I got to do to get 10 days?
How many times did you read the agenda after you
Never.
already read it?
Never.
Only on the shitter. You only read it on the shitter.
And anyway, so he's sitting there washing his face, and he heard some fucking backfire. He heard a bop, 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 bop. And all of a sudden, he looked in the corner of his eye in the mirror, and I was just like, "You." I just hit him with one of those, like, "You." He was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ."
You
It's like,
you're like
see ya.
you were like, you saw my agenda to get back to class.
Yeah. Got any wipes on you?
I'm a little late. Sign this real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, you do me a favor. Come over.
Take it.
Sign this.
It took a little bit. I took the long way to this bathroom, so.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Looked at him. Don't eat the tacos today, pal. Don't do it.
That's before kangaroo meat was fucking illegal.
Miss Kate was just slopping it on your fucking.
Dude, I got in so much trouble one time. We were, because lunch was his fucking mayhem. Everybody knows that. So, what was it? Could have
Well,
been.
you guys had the shorter lunches, right? You never had the full long.
No, we
lunches.
did it. I think they changed it.
Your freshman year, right around.
Yeah,
Sophomore
going into
year-
sophomore year,
sophomore
because
year
you didn't have it
changed
at all, right?
We only.
You had the long lunches. So our freshman.
we had. I think we had shorter lunches. I think we
Oh.
had 1 year of short lunches. I can't remember.
Yeah?
I think we might have.
I
I
remember.
feel like
don't know
I
if
feel like
I
we
have
had
done
1
that.
year of long lunches.
Maybe it was
We did
heavier
Maybe
then.
it was because I was subbing, and I realized.
Okay, yeah.
Because I remember the lunches were 45 minutes. You cannot leave 400 kids in a lunchroom for 45 minutes.
And that's why they
You
did
eat
it.
your
That's
lunch-
exactly why they fucking did it.
Oh yeah.
You eat your lunch in
20.
20 minutes?
And that's when you take your
Less than
time.
that. That's if you go up and get lunch.
That's
you
what I'm
have
saying.
your lunch, you're done in 10.
Yeah, if your mom was nice to you, you had 2 sandwiches. So you had 2 sandwiches and a bag of Doritos.
Or as
And-
long as you weren't on the wrestling team and you could actually eat lunch.
Yeah, and they were sitting there eating croutons and chugging water. But so we're in line at the thing, and like I don't know who I was fucking with. You know how they had the hot sauce container? We got this. So I grabbed the hot sauce container and I start fucking squirting it all over my face, like going into my it was going in my mouth was the first thing, and then obviously you know me, I just got carried away.
Obviously.
And I just started spraying it all over the place. The old lunch lady, she's like, "What the hell are you doing? This shit." So I just left my tray and I just rolled out real quick. I left the thing. So I turn my shirt inside. I wipe off my face as my eyes are burning out of my fucking head. And I turn my shirt inside out. I was like, "Oh, she'll never find me. Duh. My shirt's inside out, so of course she'll never find me." 8 minutes later, she was like, "There he is!" I was like, "Fuck."
Shit.
She's like, "You know, I have
How'd
to
you find me?
She's like, "You know," she's
I
like,
turned my shirt inside out.
I was like, "Mike," I said I was kidding.
Camouflage.
I was like, "I'm kidding. It was a joke." About. She's like, "No, you don't understand. I got to call my supervisor. This is a
We
health-
wasted so much hot sauce.
This is a health code violation. I'm like, what do you want to do right now? What do you want to do?
And you're just sitting there in your seat with your
You're
bowl
telling me you
cut.
don't have another Frank's Red Hot in
With
the
your
fucking
red bowl
back?
cut.
You can't throw
And
this.
red sauce on in
Yeah,
there.
you can't throw the
inside out
you
shirt.
can't
'cause
throw
you
the
can still
shit-
see it.
No question. He was wearing a white shirt.
Oh yeah, the John
was pink
It might
because
even,
he turned
I might
it
even been
inside
wearing
out.
a jersey that day. That John was embroidered. Like it was so obvious that it said Phillies on the other. So it was an Utley jersey. Wait! I thought Utley was 26. He's 62. That might not be him. Yeah.
Can't be
Might
him.
not be.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
totally sure, but it
Where
might
were-
not be.
Where were we?
I think we were talking about
Corporate
Florida.
life.
I need a beer.
Taking shits on the second floor.
All right. Well, how about this? Since you're getting up and getting a beer, and we were about to ask you about Florida. Don't you ask what that means because you listen to all the podcast episodes and you know that
I
is
know exactly
fucking
what it means.
that's fucking tea time.
It's tea time.
Yeah,
Go.
it's fucking tea time. Grab ourselves a fucking tea.
Shout out to Twisted Tea. Lights only.
Yeah, lights only. I don't
Lights
know.
only.
You ever go somewhere and they just have heavies?
Yeah, they suck.
You're like,
It's like drinking.
horrible.
It's like drinking fucking
syrup.
soda.
They're horrible.
We got one in Vegas, and they had the choice of heavies or half and halves. And Kate was like, "Whoa, you're not gonna get a heavy." And I was like, "Yeah, I gotta stick with the half and half, I guess."
Twisted Teas don't make it that far though, right?
Remember when I said I got one in Vegas?
I know, but like Vegas is Vegas. Like they're not in
Vegas have
they're not in
everything,
Colorado.
I don't know. I wasn't in
I don't know.
Colorado.
Vegas, you can find a little
I
brother
feel
whose
like- I
name's
feel
Rickus. You found your little brother Rickus that you never knew existed in Vegas.
I feel like I've seen one. Look, we got Rapid City, San Diego here.
There you go.
Warmester, PA. If we do not get on one of these bottles with this podcast, I'm gonna fucking shit myself on camera.
I feel like they used to do like one picture per case.
Yeah, it used to be
now,
like a dude in Wildwood, like buried with like shit around him.
Yeah.
Now it's just like people like smiling.
That's what I'm saying. Now, like this is New
It's
York.
lost its luster. I'm telling you that.
This is New York. That was San Diego, and that's what.
Warmester, PA.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So these are 3 from the same 6-pack, let alone the same case.
I don't even think this girl's drinking a tea in this.
This
picture.
dude's got a blowout. He's
from
got
Mr.
the
PA,
Kim's blowout.
This is from 2001.
The number 7.
All right, guys, we're gonna
All right,
listen to
let's
the
do this.
sounds of us chugging on this break. What do you want me to do when I'm done with this test?
Shut up, pussy. Anyway, I guess we're going to break.
commercial
Everyone
break.
put their fucking headphones on
I
the
already took my
shit. So
headphones off.
yeah, I'll talk to you. We'll be right back.
Burns enough to give you a chest hair of a perm.
All right, go ahead. Start, fucker.
All right, we just had a beautiful pizza break, couple pisses. Welcome back to the garage with Evan and friends. To my left, Rye Rick. To my front, the older, better dancer.
Better look.
Debatable.
Debatable. It's okay.
Rob Rick is in from Tampa Bay. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. We're on all the good stuff other than Spotify for our
Advertising reasons.
for our podcast. We're fresh off a beautiful Zio's pizza.
Shout out to Zios.
Hey,
Now,
Zios, do
talking-
something about it, man.
Now-
Anyone can get anyone can get
Instagram-
advertisers.
Zios, do something.
Instagram wise, I told Chelsea and I told you, Rye. Rob, you haven't heard this yet. If we hit 25,000 followers on Instagram, I got to get the logo tattooed on me. It's a no-brainer.
I wouldn't even. 25 is too high. I mean, I would say 1,000.
Ooh.
Where are we at right
Because
now?
we're at like
522.
yeah.
Oh. So for an extra.
So that's like a couple
I could
weeks
sell
from
that
now.
easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
But I'm saying no. We got to set the bar high. 25,000
No,
followers.
I'm with you.
No shit. No shit. No shit. I was going to say like no shit, no glories or something stupid, but 25,000 followers, I'm getting the tattoo done. And so is Rye.
Speaking of the logo, right under the NC.
Yeah,
NC09.
NC09 right under it. We talked about it on here. They know.
Dumbest tattoo I've ever seen.
You know,
fucking
shit,
know.
we were 18 and we did it to each other.
That was even more concerning. But who came up with the logo?
I did.
Well done.
You like it?
Just enough to let you know what we're doing. The garage.
I wish it said podcast on it somewhere though,
I was.
because
I
like
wasn't gonna be an asshole, but I was gonna say
no, because like we made the shirts
There's
and we
no-
made with our first batch. Like we wanted to check to make sure like the shirts were good. Like we weren't gonna try to sell people like
fitting
shitty
shirts.
fucking shirts.
Oh, the shirts
Yeah,
are
and they're-
comfy as shit. They're
And
really
they're
nice
comfy,
shirts.
they're soft and all that kind of shit. Like, but then
Like you?
we got like my skin. Like we got them with like just the logo on the front, and then I was like, we need something that says it's a podcast. So we got Podcast Garage at the back. But like, because if you look at it, you're like, what is that?
Is that a bar?
Is that is it a band?
I thought,
is it,
I thought
what
you
is
guys
it?
had a
I don't-
bar.
Yeah,
You had a bar that was in Evan's
Event-
garage.
Eventually,
Yeah.
we will.
and that's
One day.
Eventually,
One day.
eventually, we will have the garage bar.
talking about modest. He was talking about.
And when there's going to be a loft area where we do the podcast out of.
There you go.
And we'll do a live podcast like the Legion of Skanks do.
There
They
you
do
go.
a live podcast in front of a crowd.
with modest Yahoo.
Fuck
Modest,
yeah.
Modest will come. He lives. Where's he live?
He's from Westchester. I think he went out to L.A. You know Modest only means Matthew, right? It's not like it's anything like exotic. Modest,
it?
yeah, Modest means Matthew. His real name is Matthew Miller.
So put my name in the photo.
Not
and
Mac
it came
Miller?
out.
No,
Yeah.
R.I.P. Mac. All right, we had a couple things.
P.O.P. I can call you P.O.P.
P.O.P.
We had a couple things
What
to
does that
talk
mean?
about.
Stop.
Stop
Peter.
wearing a watch when I
Peter.
got here.
My phone does the same thing.
We had a couple things to talk about coming out of the break. What were they?
The
Other
first-
than my tattoo.
the start of the podcast, how we came up with this. Rob is thinking that like he wants to start a podcast,
And there's no
because-
reason you shouldn't.
except to compete with ours.
There's-
if
He can't
it's
take
a-
our users.
If it's a spinoff, it's
There's
not,
no- there's-
I'm not taking
Oh,
your
okay.
users.
There's no such thing as competition.
Like
I'm
kind of like the
promoting
TV.
you guys.
It's kind of like the TV show Joey after Friends.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
That
a
worked
show,
out
right?
well for him, right?
No, because we were literally just talking about this. Like, no, there's no competition because it's not like we're
It's not a
vying-
zero-sum game.
We're not vying for the 830s.
Whoa.
We're vying for the
Blue
830s.
collar over here, man.
I've been educated. I'm
Now you're
educated.
using words I don't understand. I'm gonna take that as disrespect. Okay, so now I'm gonna need a
Beat
discount.
me to it.
I'm gonna need a discount of on the house.
Aim high.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is like we're not competing for the 8:30 slot on NBC. You know what I mean? Like it's not
Right.
fucking
Hopefully one day we are. Right?
Dirty
That's right,
Jobs
right?
and fucking Crab Fest or whatever the fucking dumb show was.
No, it was
Yeah,
solid competition there between Dirty Jobs and Crab Fest.
Crab Fest was a
Yeah.
hell of a
great
Yeah,
show.
you guys big Discovery fans, huh? You fucking weirdos. So listen, what we're saying is, what were you saying?
That
What
I
were you
want to
saying
start a
is,
podcast.
tell the people.
The real reason I came on this is because it's
needs to
hilarious.
learn.
You guys are you guys look like you're having a fun time every single time. And
At least it looks like it, because I've been miserable for the last 2 months.
you guys sell it real well. But we've been talking about this down in Tampa, me and my buddy, about doing this forever, and never had the understanding of what to do. Right? Like never would have thought to buy some.
Dude, we don't know shit. I still don't know
But
shit.
you look like you do, though.
Exactly.
And that's beautiful. That's
Dude,
all it is. Fake it till you make it.
Literally.
Here it is. It's the angle of the pictures.
Yeah.
It looks like there's more shit
I'll
on the
tell you
table
right
than
now, your guys' little display looks like your 97.5 the Fanatic. Like, I'm telling you. I look
it's
at
the
it.
angle.
The
It's
first
all
day
about the
I went
angle.
on there and looked at it after you were telling me, hey, listen to it. I looked at it, I'm like, this is fucking legit.
They must have
No,
spent thousands of
literally-
dollars on this
Literally,
thing.
if nobody listens, me and Rye would still be doing the same shit.
Right.
It's a reason for us to get together and to start drinking. And
That's rule number one. Like,
because it's having a conversation without the TV
Agreed.
and your phone being on.
Agreed.
Like, you don't literally get to talk to anybody anymore.
right.
No,
Like, me and you are not just
going
going to sit at my kitchen table, have beers, without looking at the fucking
Our phones
Giants
or-
versus Redskins on the background after the Eagles game. Like, we're just, or checking our phones, or put on this song. No, we're here, old school. You
right.
talk
We
to
can't
each other.
listen to music. We can't watch TV.
We are here for 2 hours to entertain each other. Make something happen. Quick, do something with it.
Well, conversations are gone. I mean, it's
seriously.
It's hilarious. Like, and I walk in. We have a lot of millennials at our work, and watching them not be able to pick up the phone, like I had to tell them, you have to make 5 calls a day. They just wouldn't do it. They wouldn't.
What
never
about
pick
5
up-
Well, you,
texts?
you can't text me and tell me, like, oh, I got you a job offer. I'm like, what?
Exactly.
Who is
Like,
this?
It's a
New phone,
different
who this?
world. New phone. Who this? I still hit people with that.
Yeah,
It's my
oh, definitely.
favorite. One of my favorite ones.
It's
I
so
ever hit
easy,
with.
though. Yeah.
It's the greatest.
New phone. Who's this?
But you
Your
know
father.
It's your mother. Get the hell home.
So how did we get started?
Literally, I've been listening to podcasts for
Years.
years. I started with Rogan, obviously, because he's the cream of the crop.
Speaking of which, not to cut you off, but I was looking
Wait,
on.
cut me off, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm
Not to cut you off, but I'm gonna cut you off.
cut
Yeah,
you off.
100%. I was
At least you
looking
put your
into-
blinker on. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't even do that, bitch.
Yeah.
But I was looking into video recording sets because
Yeah, we gotta start
that's our next
Yeah, we
step.
gotta start
Yep.
videoing these.
So we want to put it together in a video and put it up on YouTube. And one of the first links to come up was, how does Joe Rogan set his shit up? And
You're
the
gonna
main
need-
thing that
you're
the
gonna need some
main
cash,
the
but-
main problem is like the connection of the video cameras that come in, because we want a switch on the table that like can switch
That's what
between
Lee
all the
Syatt
different
does.
between all the different cameras and shit like that.
The Christ killer.
His
Lee
shit,
Syatt.
his shit that he doesn't even like, and he was looking for another time. I don't know when this post went up, but like he's looking for another setup. Cost just that machine cost $20,000.
Okay, well, I mean,
Yeah, so we won't have.
we
that.
can't
The
compare ourselves to
cameras-
Joe. We can't compare ourselves to Joe Rogan.
No,
He's a
no,
fucking
I
baller.
know that.
mean,
I know that.
I
But
don't know,
but what
I
I'm
think
saying
I'm
is,
pretty in his.
Just
I'm in
'cause
his class.
Yeah,
right
just because I shoot hoops doesn't mean I'm fucking LeBron. Like,
but what I'm saying is
I
that
grappled
just
once
that
or twice. I must be Joe.
just that thing is $20,000.
okay.
His cameras were like fucking $1,000 a piece, and I was like,
Well, here's the thing.
God.
Here's the thing. Obviously,
Damn.
we can get cheaper ones, but like, if he has the money, he's obviously getting the best.
And if we had the money,
Like, if
you
he
better
wants
believe I'd be
if he
getting
wants
that
an Italian dinner, he's not going to Carrabba's.
He's going to Olive Garden.
Yeah,
one. Obviously for
Unlimited
take-
breadsticks.
Come
Yeah,
on, come on.
for
But that's-
takeout.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have the cash, you
No, I know.
a Honda Accord's a great car, but if you got some cash, you might just get the BMW or Mercedes.
Said the billionaires aren't buying them. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Anyway, I was listening,
that was a long-winded
but what I was
speech to get to what you.
but
were
literally, I was
Yeah, because you guys kept fucking cutting me off like
but
an
I
asshole.
still don't know what you were talking about.
Yeah,
Is it
I'll
Joe
keep-
Rogan's got more money than you guys?
$20,000 is
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
I'll keep cutting you off. You asked, don't you dare. And you were asking what made me want to say. And like I said, I've been listening to podcasts for 5 years before I even thought about this. One, all right, I guess I'll get real into it. Fuck it. I mean, it's about being honest, right?
Dig down deep.
So, I was listening to a podcast, and it was literally the podcast with Bert Kreischer, who's Brian Callen, but Bert Kreischer too, who I feel like I'm just a younger Bert Kreischer. Like I'm gonna be him when I'm older. Like he's just
Saw Brian
Fat?
Callen.
Is
Saw
that what you're
Brian
saying?
Callen at a stand-up place. Unbelievable.
Helium. He's the man. I
He
seen
was
him
hilarious.
twice. He's incredible. But like I was listening to him and Whitney Cummings, and out of all the podcasts I ever listened to, for some reason, them two talking, I was like, why am I not doing a fucking podcast? They were talking about it or something. I was like, why am I not? Because like if you watch LeBron James play basketball, you're gonna be like, all right, well, obviously
He's better
I
than
can't
me.
play basketball. And this is no disrespect to Whitney Cummings or Bert Kreischer. So, like, if I listen to Rogan, and it's not like Fighter and the Kid are huge. I mean, they're pretty big. They do great and stuff. But I listen to them, and it's like funny and stuff. But, like, you listen to Rogan, you're like, all right, there's no way I'll be him. But, like, I was listening to Bert Kreischer, and, like, I like Bert, him, and Whitney, and I was like, oh, this is, like, more people, like, actual people that's doing it. Like, Bert does it out of his house and all this shit. I was like, I can fucking do this. I listen all the time, and realistically, like, people have been telling me my whole life, like, oh, you're so funny. Like, dude, I'm way too scared to try stand-up.
See, I agree with you on that because I've
So,
heard that too.
yeah.
And I think bombing might be the worst thing in the world.
Like, I'd rather get knocked out on fucking, like, World Star
Absolutely.
than, like, go in front of a crowd of 50
And bomb.
and like, say a joke like, hey, guys, you ever pick that sock up underneath the bed and it crack in half? You ever put on one of them cum socks and it sounds like you're walking on Fritos? You know what I mean?
What's the deal with airplane food?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm too scared to...
Y2K is my style is going.
You know what I mean? So, like, I was too scared to do, like, an open mic or anything. And, like, I was listening. I was like, I like podcasts. And I was like, you know what? What do I like to do? I like to talk. I like to listen to music. Obviously, we can't listen to music because we get sued. But, like,
unfortunately.
I like to talk and drink beers. I was like, that's what a podcast is, kind of, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
So I said, why
And
not
here
do
we
it?
are.
I said,
here we are drinking beers.
I
and-
said, who's my best friend? I said, well, Rye. I said, oh, well, he knows something about computers. He's kind of a DJ, rocking with the Rickuses. You guys have plenty
right.
of
Shout out.
experiences. So
Shout out to the
I was like, yo,
Rockin' with the Rickuses.
I literally texted you. I said, yo,
Two, not one.
you're good with
Yeah,
computers,
two.
right? And you're like, yeah, I think so. I was like, all right, cool. Let's start a podcast. You're like, what do you want to talk about? I said, who gives a fuck?
Who cares?
And at the
here
same
we
time,
are.
like when he texted me that, I was like, all right, like I'll start a podcast, but like let's see where it goes. And he was like, all right, well I just bought the microphones and shit, and I was like, oh shit, like this is
So
real.
It's real now.
All right, I'll get the mixer.
I'm very
I'll,
impulsive.
I'll deal with the fucking other shit.
I
like,
paid $200 for this logo.
You're a blue collar guy. Man.
I bought this logo. I made like 14 different logos, and I finally settled on this one. I was like, all right, cool, here we go.
right, and that's what I was like.
What are the ones that you didn't take in? Like,
Well-
that's the list I want to see.
They're all real nice. They all had like the beer thing in it, but like I like this circle because I feel like this circle goes with apparel well. That's the reason I
Yeah,
chose
agree
a
with
hat,
that.
a shirt.
because like I pictured this circle on a hat instead of like a square logo.
Ooh.
So like I pictured this circle on a hat, and I was like,
Smart
you know,
move.
I was like, you got to go with the circle because it looks. And at the time, I think I was wearing like a Vans hat, and it was like a Indian head, and it was a circle on the Vans hat, and I was like, that looks dope. Just stick with the circle. You can put the circle on anything.
and we looked at hats, and they
Oof.
started at
Yeah,
$40
hats are
bucks.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to sell any.
40
Well,
bucks?
no,
You
because-
you get them in the Cherry Hill Mall right now. For
Well,
$10.
here's the thing. Like if
And
we're going
Pensacola
to
Mart's not open anymore.
like what I
That's why.
told-
That's
what I
where I
told-
would have told you to go.
what I told Rye is that if I'm going to like these shirts are nice and shit, but like if I'm going to sell hats and shit, like I want them to be something that I wear. So like I was looking up like a brand that like sells everything. Like they have Under Armour hats, New Era hats, Nike hats,
So a real company
fucking hat,
yeah.
like something I'm going to wear. I don't want to get some
Not
fucking
some bullshit.
some fucking Bobo hat that like you put on and like
And that's
all of a sudden you start getting a fucking rash behind your ears and shit. You know what I mean?
And
Just
that's-
because it was cheap.
And that's why we bought the shirts first before we
Yeah.
put the
Yeah, we bought
bonfire
shirts
up.
before
Like
we
we
got
bought
them,
them first because we don't want to buy like shitty fucking shirts and people
Right.
being like, I paid $25 for this. What the fuck?
But I'm
dude?
saying, like, looking at these things, like, I have to buy, like, 200... Nah, that's probably aggressive. I have to buy, like, 100 Nike hats to get my
Really?
logo put on them just so the price is reasonable for, like,
And-
people to buy.
and-
Because, like, I
and
have to
reasonable
buy, I
is
have
like
to buy
30
100
bucks.
hats. Or the more hats you buy, the cheaper the price gets. So,
Obviously.
like, I had to buy, whatever, 100 Nike
Hence
hats
Sam's Club
at
and
$29. You know what I mean? $29. And that's...
Damn.
That's
and
what
then
I'm saying.
all of a
So
sudden,
like,
I'm going to sell them for $35, $40. I'm not
Exactly.
selling a fucking Nike
No
hat
fucking
for
way.
$40. I'm not going to. People are going to be like,
40
"Fuck
bucks.
you, Ev." Like, I'm not buying that. And you know what I mean? So like, it's going to be. I gotta figure some shit out. Like, I'm not going to. But it has to be something I like. Obviously, I'm never going to sell something or put something out that I don't fucking like.
Yeah,
Like
that you wouldn't wear.
Like, I'm not saying we're any fucking big thing, but, like, if, say we get approached by a sponsor, I'm like, no, you're fucking bootlegging. I don't like you. Like, I'm not doing this for anything other than us having fun. So, like, you're not going to buy me or dictate my fucking, no. Me and Rye do this, and we're the bosses. I'm not just going to just start dishing out shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to start dishing out
for a
shit.
$10 discount on
Yeah,
hats.
get the fuck out of here. I'm just going to get some, like, oh, you're going to wake up with a fucking red rash and a scab behind your ear because I bought a fucking $9 hat and sold it for, fuck you.
Sold it for $25.
Nike, we're no. When the shit comes out, the shit will come out. That was pretty good, right?
so
That's all I gotta say about that.
Hey, and that's all, that's
Basically,
all you're
I'm-
going to get on that.
Basically, I was scared to do stand up, so I started a podcast.
I was gonna say. So let me cross out how the podcast started because we started talking about Nike hats, and that's why we're only getting Nike hats
Yeah.
because that's how the podcast.
Cross that
started.
off the list.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, next on the list is
We wanted to talk about how Kanye
Stella
used
got her
to be.
groove back.
Yeezy.
Yay.
Yay to the common person.
So we were listening to music during the break.
Dude,
Again,
Straight
which
up,
we're not allowed
do him and Kim still fuck? There's no way he
I don't
watches.
think so.
There's no way he watches. Does he jerk off to that panther tail going in her fucking? First of all, they redid that. Like, that's not him. Ray J and Kim fucked probably all that weekend. They went back, redid it, probably hit a couple scenes, edited it and shit. Because there's sometimes he's hitting her, and like you can see her face, and there's like it's like an old kung fu movie. Like, she ain't saying shit, and all you hear is like, "Oh, Ray J," and like he's smashing it, and like you look at her lips, and they're not open yet.
She
So there's-
overdubbed it.
Yeah.
I was
They
just gonna
sat
say,
back and they.
so after they were done, they were like, "Hey, unbelievable time.
There's no cum shot.
Let's put some dubs over it, and let's add something."
Kim,
Hit
if
me
you
with
could be
a-
a little bit
Ray
louder
J.
here, if you could be a little bit louder in this section,
If you could throw a
because it's-
panther tail on that,
I'll just picture her with the headphones on, like, Ray J.
No, that was too. That wasn't.
Let's
and
go
then you
back,
see
let's go
Chris
back.
Jenner in the background, like, Kim, a little more oomph.
Can you really sell it this time?
Sell it this time. Does picture me getting
No
fucked
one-
by OJ?
Had to be one of the first picture. That had to be one of the first huge sex tapes, right?
All right, Kim, if you want to make money, you can't fuck anybody white. So find somebody who's going to turn into a woman, or find somebody who's black.
What were you saying?
I said it had to be one of the first real sex tapes that everyone saw.
Well, besides Pam and Tom Lee.
Well, yeah, but
He had a soda can for a
that
dick.
thing was on VHS. Like,
Right.
talking
If
That's
you
what
were
I'm
to shake
saying.
his dick, it would foam when he cracked the top. That thing was a soda can.
Soda can.
That was a
thickness.
Four Loco, though. It was
Yeah, I was
long,
gonna
too. It was
say,
a Four Loco.
It was
with
multiple
the
soda
caffeine
cans
in
on
it.
top of each other.
With the caffeine in it. Remember the Four Locos with the caffeine
Hey,
in it?
rest in
You used
peace.
to
I
get
had
fucked.
one.
Dog, you'd wake up with a cramp and your toe would be pointing one way and shit. You'd be like, oh, fuck.
That was liquid crack, man.
Fuck yeah, it was.
But remember when he
Shout
was
out
a good
to Four
rapper?
Locos.
Remember when he was a good rapper?
Bring them back.
What? They're still around. They just don't have caffeine in them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're-
bring the real Four Locos.
Yeah, they're
back.
fucking
Yeah,
I'm not
bougie.
talking about.
Ain't
I'm
gonna
not
do
talking about.
It's illegal.
Little shit.
No,
shit's
Kanye
illegal.
used to spit fucking hot fire. He was the
Dylan,
shit, dude.
Name your 5 best rappers.
Dylan,
Can't go yet.
and Dylan.
Perfect.
Dude, The College Dropout was the first CD, right?
Classic.
Yeah.
And then it went to what? Late
gra-
registration?
Late registration.
And then the graduation.
And then the
Yes.
graduation. Them three.
And then 808s and Heartbreaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still okay.
Then he started, no, they were
Still
good.
okay.
There were a couple tracks on there.
Yeah.
Right.
It was shocking that he did a whole album on that.
I'm not loving you.
Yeah, there's some weird tracks on it. That's where Kanye started taking it a little weird.
I think-
turn.
Way
I think
I
he-
wanted to.
Oh, easy now. And then I think even when he hit Stronger, he faster and that
Yeah.
whole fucking
Yeah.
thing. That was kind of cool, but I think he started getting a little carried away after that. And then you're just like,
He got big time.
And now, of course, he's just 100% fucking
I feel
cuckoo
like-
for Cocoa Puffs.
I feel like, as weird as it's going to say, like, I feel like when he got on with Jay-Z and Beyonce, like, it kind of got out of control. Like, when
probably
he was like,
jealous of how fucking powerful they were.
right, like, and like he would try to be different. Like, he was trying to be.
And he's brought that up, but the thing, he's always been controversial, and I think that's what he lives on. Like, I think he enjoys being talked about in the media, either love him or hate him.
Right.
Sure.
Definitely.
Which is,
And that's his way out now because he has to go the Trump way.
yep.
But when he did it originally, he was still followed by good music. You were like, yo, did you hear that joint? Like, that's a good track. But now
Flashing
it's like
lights. I love that song.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many songs that like I have playlists on my fucking Spotify
It's
of just his old
Yep.
shit, but I don't have any of his new shit. So like, if you're gonna do controversial shit and you're gonna still put out good music, the controversy is gonna get you in the news, and then people are gonna listen to your stuff, and then they're gonna like it, and then they're gonna keep listening to it. But if it's shitty music, the controversy gets you out there, and then they're gonna listen to your shitty shit, and then they're not gonna listen to it anymore and be like, "Yo, Kanye fucking fell off."
But do you think that plays and downloads are looked at the same way as, and obviously I have no idea about this, but the same way that viewing on TV is, right? So when you turn
Like
on
the rating?
so when you turn on the World Series tonight, right?
Right.
So
Which
the
I'll never do
second-
because baseball blows.
we need to take it back to steroids. I don't understand why we all aren't.
Everyone should be on
Every
steroids.
athlete should be on steroids.
If
wanna
steroids were
see-
legal, my traps would be below my eardrums.
I want to see
So
home
much
runs.
fun.
I want to see 500-foot home runs
Yes.
and guys,
I wanna
pitchers
see-
knocking over the catcher because
I
they
want
threw
to
it
see
so
that
fucking hard.
you can't turn around. Like I want you to
Honestly,
be that
if
big.
steroids were legal in baseball, there's a good chance I still wouldn't watch it. Because I'm pretty sure steroids are still legal. You ever see Yasui Pui?
yeah.
Yes, he will. Pre.
Yeah, he's on the
So,
sauce. He's on that
if-
homemade cereal.
If you turn on the game, this is a big thing about why games are later in the East Coast, right? So 8:30, 9 o'clock games, you're like, what the hell on
Right.
the East Coast, right?
Right.
But the second you turn it on, you're counted as a rating. So for
They
them,
just want you to turn
they
it
don't
on.
give a shit if you watch the end of it.
Right.
They want you just to put it on, and I think that's what Kanye's thing is. Just listen
a
to my
view,
song.
or whatever.
Anything,
Download,
anything,
play.
and I think that's where he lives, and not so much the guys that love him and that the old Kanye.
But that's
that
what I'm
was-
saying. He could have been like an all-time great. He was so
that's the
fucking
thing.
good, dude. So fucking good. Like even like the fucking B side of his shit. I've been working this grave shit, and I ain't
Well,
make shit.
That CD's a classic. So does it go back to, is the CD just a classic where he had everything on there that he
Well, that's-
bled for that one? Now he's rich. He's got his own fucking shoes. He puts out songs. He's like, fuck it, put it on the CD. I don't care. And that's where the conversation started about.
All right, doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers. That's what he says in the song. He don't do that anymore because he don't need to.
He don't
know what-
need to.
Do you know what
That's
bothers
the
me
thing.
too? Is when people are like, "Oh my God, he's so in like front forward in fashion and shit." I'm like, you California fucking people drive me nuts because his fashion is trash. Don't walk around with combat boots with your fucking sweatpants tucked into them. That's not fashion. I don't want to see a fucking sweatshirt that looks like you just got thrown acid on it, road rash and shit.
But
Like,
he's fashion because he's with Kim K. If he's not with her, he's not with the Kardashian, that fashion shit is done. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Just fashion in general is a fucking weird thing too. I hate when people are like, "Oh, you have no style. Like, you don't know fashion." I'm like, no. People think fashion is like you just get to wear whatever the fuck you want. You're like, "Oh, I got zebra Nikes on. Like, I know fashion." I'm like, huh? Like, you're fucking goofy looking. This isn't a fucking circus. We're not playing dress up, motherfucker. It's not Halloween all year round.
This shit is ugly.
Shit's fucking whack.
and so's your face.
Like,
But, I mean,
I know good clothes. Like, I mean, not me. Not like I walk around in fucking sweatshorts and shit. But I'm saying, like, people think, oh, I'm fashion shit. Like, I walk around with like acid jeans and like, I don't know, man. Like, fashion's a weird fucking thing.
fashion is a weird thing. I mean, you could do a whole
and
podcast
I understand,
on
express
fashion.
yourself, all that shit. I'm not here.
yourself.
I'm not here to fucking downplay anybody. Like, who the fuck am I? Like, but
Evan.
that's right.
No, is that not what we were? Okay.
Yeah, my name's on
sorry
the
about
logo.
that.
God damn it.
All right, well, cross off Kanye.
that. Yeah. Okay.
we
so
got the Kanye.
so guess where we're at now.
We didn't solve anything with Kanye, but
No,
Guess
we did.
where
We
we're
did.
at now.
what do you want to do?
Top 5.
What's the top 5?
Woo! Brr. All right, so let me announce the top 5. Announce the top 5 because I have a couple questions about it.
Yeah, we have to get into okay, go
Because
ahead.
I have a list and I can go off it just whatever. I have the thing. So our top 5 this week is top 5 actors. Strictly actors, no women.
Strictly actors,
Because this
yes.
is a sexist podcast and we don't want no girls or anything, especially if you have any Asian on you. So
We
just
don't-
get the fuck out.
we don't want no pigeons.
Girl, that's a great call.
Sporty Thieves.
No. Oh.
Had the
Them be the
original.
girls don't get no love
Okay,
from
Had
me.
the original, which you probably took from me, of 2 songs.
Oh
on
my
that CD.
God.
100%.
2 songs.
100%.
There was
Yo.
only 2 songs on that CD. That was it.
Yo, before we get
And the first one was the intro.
Yeah.
The first one was the intro. There was no song on it. It
Yeah.
was intro into that.
before we
And
get
it was
into
still $12 CD.
before we get into the top 5, are we going to talk after? Probably not. We're going to end with the top 5, right?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I was going to say because I just wanted to like just bring up a story that like
Bring it
about
on
used
now.
to
Go ahead.
about used to before we get into the top 5.
Here we go. Go ahead.
So
Chances are it's not a good one.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah,
that
put
much.
our-
it's
put our
a
shit
Well,
on.
it might be a good one, but
it's
not
a classic.
Put our
So-
shit on fucking blast. Go
So
ahead.
when I think of the Rickus brothers,
What do you think of?
I guess it's the spring, maybe summer of. I won't say 09. That's when we graduated. So we'll say like 12.
I was a junior in college.
Okay, so what? All right, so 2000. No, all right, that's fine. I'm gonna
Whatever.
fuck what year it is.
Whatever range it is.
So it was a
Doesn't
house
matter.
party over at the Mullins house.
Oh, don't bring this up.
Fuck yeah, I'm bringing this up. I can't. I loved it.
It's a bad day.
Loved it. So the Rickus brothers are into the DJ business, or were at least. So we're having a house party at the Mullen house, and obviously Shane's like, "Yo, bring your speakers and shit."
Yeah,
and
we
they
were gonna have a rager.
Yo, and this is before Bluetooth and shit. Like this was fucking speakers.
A fucking
They had-
rager.
They had stands and shit. Oh, it might have been the black and was it the highlighter party?
Yeah.
Bring up what it really was.
Yo, it was
I
a-
didn't hear about that until probably 2
Yo,
years
so it was
ago.
a highlighter party. So everybody wore white, and you start coloring on each other's and shit like
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Ba-ba-da-da, draw a dick on someone's back they didn't know. Like, oh, I just wrote my name. And there's a big dick on their back glowing in the dark and shit. So it's a highlighter party. I'm not going to describe the whole party, whatever. Everyone's having a good time and shit. And
If
the
it's a
Rickus-
highlighter party, there's obviously extracurricular activities going around.
I don't know anything about that. So we're sitting there, James are blasting fucking days go by and still I think of you. That
There's
Eclipse
probably
commercial
some
was
Kanye
good.
West in there.
Yeah, definitely some
There
Kanye.
was.
So anyway, Rob goes up to Rye because Rye's sitting there DJing the party, and Rob's like, "Yo, let me get on, blah blah blah." And Rob's like,
I can
Rob's
already
like-
see this is not
and
how
Ro-
it happened at all.
That's
but
all
okay,
right.
go ahead.
Listen, shut up.
It's his
shut
story,
up,
man.
Shut up.
Let-
It's my story. Is my thing staticky or no?
I don't know. We're
anyway-
blowing out the fucking speakers here. People are gonna
I'm
be.
sorry. Let me pull the thing away.
No,
So
keep
Rob's
going.
like,
'Cause
Rob's like, "Yo, let me get some
I'll
plays.
adjust the whole thing.
Let me get some plays." And Rye's like, "Nah, I got it." He's like, "Yo, these are my fucking speakers. Let me get some plays." Like, "Nah, I fucking got it." One thing leads to another. I'll make it a little bit shorter, and they're arguing over like fucking DJ and shit. The two DJs are arguing in the party. Now, we're at the Mullins house, and we're all friends. Like it's
Down
all
in the basement.
Yeah,
In the
it's-
basement.
yeah, it's all. But I'm saying like it's not like we're in some random town. Like this is all friends, brothers.
Everybody knows
family,
each other.
Everybody's. It's all high school friends, above high school, blah blah. Like there's nobody at this party that nobody doesn't know. So we see Rob and Ryan get into it, and by get into it, they shove a little. They're like, "No, motherfucker, they're my fucking speakers. I'm DJ, play them tits." And you're just like, "Nah, I'm DJ, play them tits. I'm fucking all them bitches." Blah blah blah. Next thing you know, fisticuffs start going, and you look over, and Rye and Rob are beating the shit out of each other in the corner of the
I was
room.
winning. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's
It's up for the debate.
well, this is which was funny and awkward is because you guys are beating the shit out of each other, but everyone's looking around like,
No
oh,
one knew what to do.
everyone,
Right.
This is what's
I was
funny.
like, do we jump in?
This is what's funny though, because everyone's like, "Oh, fight!" So like, either fight is like, so like if
We're
it was,
in.
So if it was out of towners, like you jump in, like, "Oh, we're gonna beat them up," but like everybody's friends here, so like you see two people fighting, you're like, "Oh shit!" And then once you see the two people fighting, you're just like, "Oh wait, that's
Do we-
Rob and Rye." Wait,
do we
they're
break it
brothers.
up, or-
So like you're sitting, everyone's like ready to pounce on you guys, but like all of a sudden you're like, "Wait, they're brothers." Like, should we let them fight? Like.
we had Big Z in there too. Z,
Yeah, but
Z
like
was-
everyone's saying, like Rob socking,
picking
no
everybody
one
up.
knew
Rob,
what to do.
Rob socking fucking Rye in the head, and Rye's punching him in his fucking stomach, like, "Oh fuck you, I'm fucking DJ play tits," and like rocking with the Rickus, this is my, and you're just socking each other, and we're all sitting there like, "Do we break this up?" And everyone's, and I'm sitting there, I'm just like about to jump in, and we're looking, I forget who I looked at, it might have been like Kramer or
Perk.
someone,
Mason Perkin.
might have been.
He stopped it.
Yeah,
Did he?
Mason and Manny.
Mason,
Manny
Manny,
did.
and Z.
Because Manny.
So,
Well, it makes sense because
I came there with
because
Jonah.
Mason probably fought his brothers before.
And
Right.
that's why I think he felt.
Well, I know.
He
It
was
was,
do it.
Because we're literally sitting there, I'm like, well, they're brothers. Like, do we just let them hash it out, or
Yeah,
like,
let 'em
or
go.
is it an actual fight where
I
like,
also know it was Manny because I kicked him in the head on accident, and I seen him the next day when I was picking up all the equipment, and he was like dog, you kicked me in the head yesterday. And I was like, oh, shit, I did? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, my bad.
Don't jump in family business, pal.
Don't get
This
involved,
is
bro.
family
This
business.
is family business. And we keep it between
Speaking
family.
of yay.
Yay.
But yeah, the day after, I'm pretty sure it was like a Sunday, and I'm sure you guys just watched the Eagles like nothing happened.
No, it was a bad one. It was a bad one.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
was it
I'm
all
pretty
good
sure
shit?
I'm pretty
Sunday
sure
was bad,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure I had a
Sunday
black
was bad.
eye, and then we
Yep.
had to go ref together.
On Monday. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
You guys had a ref?
Yeah, together. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like
Did you guys drive together? Obviously.
and
Yeah.
and who asked about my black eye? Everybody.
Yeah.
What happened? I don't know.
DJ Rob Rick didn't like my.
I'm fucking discreetly pointing to Rob, and I'm like, oh, I hit it.
So it was only
I
you
fell
two.
down the
Was
steps.
your dad reffing with you? So
No,
it was only a two
just
piece.
us.
Nah, but
Okay.
he knew. He was like,
Well,
y'all
he
two
knew.
are reffing together. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
he knew.
Oh my god, perfect.
Which was funny as hell. But to me, I don't know where we were coming from, a concert or something, but I was
Yeah, you guys showed up later. Of
blacked
course.
out.
No,
Fired.
but what actually happened was
your boy
Vibaro
Oh, he's still DJ
And
went back.
And who
no, no,
else?
no.
And who
No, no,
else?
no. I'm not sure who else,
With
but
Lil
I know.
Frenson.
Okay, I know
Yep, it was
Vibaro was
Vibaro
back
and
there
Frenson, yeah.
because I was gonna let
Which
him
one, Steve or
DJ.
Jack? Probably Steve
I was
or
gonna
John?
let him
Steve.
DJ, and he hadn't started yet. Now he's a good DJ. Like, I'll fucking listen to him. Like, he bring him
Oh, he's
here.
been
Like,
doing it
he's
for a little bit. Yeah,
yeah, he's fucking
absolutely.
good.
Yeah. Shout out to
Um,
Vibaro.
Yeah, but at the time, like, he either like was just about to start or like didn't start yet. And
also-
he
but
walked
also,
up. No,
that
he
was
walked-
that was like what, 3 weeks maybe. We just bought that equipment, like that equipment, and the real reason
It wasn't
I was
paid off,
pissed.
but we
Yes.
didn't just buy it.
Yes, it wasn't paid off. I was pissed because Laura and Pop were all my ass about, hey, you got to pay this, you got to pay this. So I was mad that you took it out. Now looking back on it, and I used to
Right,
tell this
it's
to
a different
everybody,
time now.
It's
Yeah,
horrible. One of the funniest things in the world now.
But-
But
In the moment, everything's serious.
but
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. So I was like, dude, he DJs like, and he
You
like
were
I said,
upstairs.
either he hadn't started yet or just started, like, and he didn't know exactly what to do. And you were like, fine. And you turned to him and you were like, play something. And he was like, and you were like,
He said-
see, I fucking told you, you get the fucking shit on.
he said, what button do I push? And that to me, I don't know why.
That to me
but
was
Those fighting words.
start
that
swinging.
to me was
Start
we're going.
swinging.
No, what I did was I unplugged the speakers, and that's what pissed you
That
off.
pissed me off.
I unplugged. I started pulling out cords.
This is a while
This
ago,
shit's
so I
going
remember
home.
everything. Yeah.
This shit's coming home with me. I think about it. There's a few things that are burned in my brain, and that's one of them.
Love
I
it.
pulled out the speaker cords. You grabbed me, and you're like, you ain't taking this shit. And I was like, who the fuck you think you are? And I picked you up, and we
Fisticuffs.
went right to the couch. And as I'm holding you, you're swinging up, and I'm just looking at you like, I'm not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
hit
you're
you.
dominating me, dude.
Dominating.
No, you
Dominating.
If I
fucking
wanted to, I could put my dick
dominating.
right in your mouth right now.
I could have
Put my dick right in
flashlighted
your
you
mouth.
so hard.
I put the flashlight with the fucking glow. Everybody be
You
looking
want-
at
you
your
want-
fucking tonsils.
Here's the thing: you want it on, or you want it
Oh,
off.
you want it
I'll
on?
give you
Everyone-
a choice.
Hey, you guys want a good look at the tonsils? I'll turn it on, huh?
I was ready. No, so and then I hit you, and I only hit you because you bit me.
The one time, yeah, you hit me one
Yeah.
time.
Hit you once, made a mark, and then I had to go home and tell Pop that I hit you, and that was more. I was more.
Tattletale, dude.
No,
straight
he knew.
tattletale.
He knew. He came up to me. He's like, "What the fuck happened?"
Hey, Dad.
No,
Hey,
he
Dad, I gotta tell you something.
Looks like you got Ryan's teeth on your arm. You want to explain that?
No, you came in before because what's her name came back with you. She came back and walked in, and as you were in the house, I came in later, and he goes, "Fuck happened last night?" I go, "What do you mean?" He's got a black guy. What's her name's back, and you didn't come home last night.
Your
What
sister's
happened?
pregnant? What happened?
I seen it 100
I
times.
seen it 100 times. Never had a choice. Top 5. Enough of this shit. Top 5 this week is best actors, not actresses, actors. Now, here's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Your
We're
favorite
gonna need
actor.
this.
Your favorite actors, as in, they are literally like they perform the best, or they are in your favorite movies, or they.
To
There's,
me,
there's one performance like you've seen an actor in a performance, and you're like, oh my god, that's it. Like his best performance in a movie, because I have a couple of those.
so
Right,
to
I have
me-
multiple top
What am I
fives.
doing here?
So to me, on the top 5, and we were talking about this on the way over, is who will I always see a movie with, right? Like, who will I? If you're in the movie, I'm gonna put it on, right? And to me, that's where I live on my best actors, because if you're in it, I want to see it. I might not watch every single one of your movies, but if it's on, I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna tune in, or I'm gonna go to the movies and see it. Now, nobody goes to the movies anymore because everything's online, but shout out to whoever's streaming the best videos right now.
Okay, so how about this? Everybody has their own type of thing. Who is your favorite actor? And we can explain every time we mention the actor why we liked them. Is it a movie? Is it because I like this, this, and this? I like blah, blah, blah.
Body of work for me.
Okay.
Body of work. So for you two, what do you feel is your best?
Okay, let me look at my list. There is 3 actors on my top 5 that they have a body of work that I don't need to explain. But there's 2 because I get deep in this shit. Like, I like weird shit, too. So there's a couple of them you're like, oh, what? Blah, blah, but, like, there's a couple characters that they played where I'm just, like, obsessed with. And I'm like, no, him alone playing this character.
That.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
That's fine. I mean, I agree with that because that opens up the world to actual different actors. So who's your 5?
That's what I'm saying. So like, it depends on.
You're the guest, and you start at 5. So type him in.
Well, it depends. It depends on like how.
But I'm saying,
like are we talking about like the best actor?
No. Every time we do top 5, it's our favorite.
It's your favorite, yeah.
We're not here trying to crack the case.
I'd assume, like, because you're not a film critic, I'm not a film critic.
No.
You're not a film critic.
Who
you like?
When we do top 5, it's our personal favorite. Obviously, Larry Johnson is not better than Michael Jordan, but I love Larry Johnson.
Right. So Marlon Brando is not going to be in our top 5, is what you're saying.
Little LJ.
No, I don't know.
Well, that's a jersey that he was going to buy. I bought my
am buying.
I bought my Sean Kemp jersey. It was $15.
Did you buy the green? The green Sean Kemp?
Yeah.
With the Space Needle,
of
course.
The white.
No, with the thing in the middle.
Yes,
I didn't.
That's what I was getting.
I got the other one because it has like orange and shit like that. It's fucking way better.
I'll just take one of these.
I like it way better.
All right, so we're doing top 5 actors. Rob, you're up first, and it's up to you whether it's an episode or a movie you've seen or just legendary work, something that gets to you.
So body of work for me always does it.
Oh, good God, yes.
That's my 5th.
Number
Jack.
5. Number 5 is Jack Nicholson.
Jack.
Now, he's in another countdown. I know I'm cutting you off, but he's in a countdown that I want to have us to have. He's in my top 5 of guys I want to have a beer with. Like, I wish he was at this table drinking with us.
Oh,
With
that's a great top 5.
Top 5 guys you want to have a drink with,
beer with,
alive or
yeah.
dead.
Alive
Jack
or dead.
Nicholson's at the table.
Yeah, he's at the table for me.
Oh,
too.
speaking of, we were talking about Ron White.
Yes.
And his last Netflix special, which was like borderline bad.
I don't like stand-up watching it. I like seeing it.
He's a good comedian.
Definitely different world.
And one of his jokes was like, somebody asked him, if you could have a dinner with somebody alive or dead, who would it be? And he said, alive. And I was like, that's the oldest joke ever. Ever.
Yeah, terrible.
My man needed some money, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I heard.
Why do you like Jack Nicholson? Other than
him
being Jack Nicholson.
He's just Jack. I mean, when you can sum up somebody with one word, it to me is really impressive. But,
that's what I'm saying. I'm shocked that he's 5 on your list.
Well, I mean, my list is not too out of the world for you guys. You're gonna be like,
all right.
yeah, cool.
I mean, he was the Joker,
bro.
So
which is why he made my list. Like, I
That's
like
the first
Jack.
you've seen him at, yeah.
the Joker was why he made the list.
The Joker to me is one of my the original Batman.
Not him smashing and eating flies in The Departed.
Well, that just made him better.
One
You
Flew
know
Over
what I
the
mean?
Cuckoo's Nest.
One
That
Flew
was
Over the
his
Cuckoo's Nest. Great.
The fucking
But
Shining.
I started.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah, but I started at Batman. So to me,
You go back. Yeah, right. You go
Jack
back in time.
is always Batman. The Joker.
The
I mean,
Joker.
The Joker. Like,
He's not Batman.
Well, obviously he's not Batman. It would have been a funny Batman though.
Oh
But
my God, could you imagine? Jack Nicholson as Batman. Michael Keaton as the Joker.
if you switch it, that'd be unbelievable.
That would be funny.
But that's why I put Jack in there, and then he kept going and all those movies you named are huge movies.
Right.
That he was as good as
he
it
was
gets.
part of.
He was still great in that. Now,
Right.
would I put it on right now? Probably not.
Yeah.
But I've seen it.
My dad-
Because it's a chick flick, but
The Wolf is his best movie. Did you ever see My Dad's Boy? He says it to me all the time because like when we're up to Poconos drinking. Easy Riders, like the old thing when they're like riding the Harleys. Well, he's a lawyer in it and shit, and he's super young, and they bail him out of jail, and he comes out of jail, and they give him like this little fucking fifth of like whiskey or whatever, and he takes a swisk. He's just like, and he takes a drink. He's like,
He's such a fucking good actor.
dude, but like he's like so good.
You want me on that wall.
Yo, so
you need me on that
he
wall.
takes
Things like that make him put him
right,
in my
he's
five.
like a method. I get, and he takes a swig of the whiskey. He's like, and all of a sudden he's just like, Indians. Everyone's like, what the fuck? He's like, oh no! Before he even takes the drink, I'm sorry, I fucked this whole up. Anybody who's ever listened, he butchered it. And he's like, he comes out of prison. They hand him the fifth of whiskey. He's like, here's to the first of the day, gentlemen. That's what he says. Here's to the first of the day, gentlemen. And he takes it. He goes, Indians. And then all of a sudden he's in a suit and shit because he's a lawyer. He hops on the back of the bike and they drive him to like New Orleans. He's like, I could really use a ride to New Orleans. Oh, Jack
I love
Nicholson.
the fact that Jack was 5 because my 5 is Michael Keaton.
Ooh, so Keaton was right there. Keaton almost got in.
He's so fucking like serious and also funny at the same time.
But do you like new Keaton or old Keaton? Because it's a different actor. Like back in the day.
Is it though?
Yes.
Because him and Beetlejuice versus him and other guys, is that
Birdman?
different?
I think it is because I think he was into the moment. Not the moment, but I mean the role he was playing in Beetlejuice is different than how he is now.
I don't know because him and Beetlejuice is him
It's
with,
funny
Nice
like
shit.
fucking model.
Yo.
yeah, him with like sarcastic like
Maybe Beetlejuice
quiet
is one of
stuff.
the funniest movies around.
Him
And
and the
that's-
other guys.
And that's what I'm saying versus him and the other guys where he's like I work two
I
jobs.
want my fucking toy
Here.
gun back, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, whatever.
I work 2 jobs here in Bed Bath &
Dude,
Beyond.
do the
Said
TLC the TLC references.
The creep.
Right.
Nobody
gotta
says creep.
That's
to
got to
us.
be a TLC reference.
I don't know what you're talking
Here's
about.
the thing: don't go chasing waterfalls. That's what I'm
not
saying. Like
Captain.
he,
I'm not a pirate.
like it's the same type of person. It's just
Yeah,
he's
maybe
older.
You're right. Maybe you're right. I mean, but think about the different movies that he did, like Multiplicity, like weird movies that he just didn't have that humor. So, do you put him in there because of the other guys in Beetlejuice, or do you put him in there because anything he's in, you'll watch?
Because a little bit of both. So even when he's in like Birdman, I thought he was good in Birdman. You see Birdman?
That movie
Thought
was fucking
Birdman
weird.
was good.
was
Little
alright.
weird. Little weird.
It was
Agreed.
definitely weird.
I still don't know what happened
I
in the movie.
like weird movies, and Birdman was a little
Yeah,
weird.
I still don't know what happened. Like
It was
I-
definitely weird.
But I felt like it was all, and obviously no research done here, but I felt like it was all about him being Batman, right?
Right.
Like,
Pretty much.
No, that's-
it was
it's
it was
not-
his
It
life.
was implicit that like
Yeah.
it's Birdman. It's
Oh, so I wasn't deep thinking that.
no
That
because
was-
it's
that
supposed
was-
to be like it was supposed to be like he was this big
yeah, but it was
actor.
a play
Thanks
though.
for
No, he
shattering
was-
my dreams over here.
But
I
it
thought
was, it was a play. Wasn't
He was
Birdman
a-
a play?
yeah.
Right, but he
Yeah,
was
but it
this
was
big
about-
actor that was Birdman.
Yeah.
And everyone loved him, and then he
Who the
fell
fuck
off
am
the
I?
radar.
So did he die when he jumped out the window at the end?
I think that's supposed to be
Spoiler
like
alert.
kind of like the fucking I don't know if joke's the right word, but like
I was
Like-
confused.
it was a big joke about like him fantasizing about that kind of shit, and then he did it, and then it was like, oh my god, I looked up and there he was. Like I don't think it was like a
So Keaton got your fifth.
Keaton got
I mean,
5.
he was 6'7" on me. I mean, there's a couple in there that I thought about this, and
I can't wait to see your top 5 because
Oh,
you
my top
started
5.
with Jack Nicholson.
my top 5's great.
I can't wait till you get into somebody
Unbelievable.
fucking weird.
Oh, you're gonna lose your mind once we get to 3 and 4.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
He's number 1.
I can't wait till he's
Spoiler.
on yours, and you're trying to defend it right now. Okay, I like this. Sorry, we're not supposed to look. I'm sorry.
My number 5, Christoph Waltz. Now,
Django.
he's not a huge. Every time
Well done.
every time I do a top 5, the 5 is always my hardest. I always have like my top couple, but
Well, your 5's always a little interchangeable.
because like I don't know who I want to put in there. But Christoph Waltz is like he was the person I was talking about, like such a character actor.
So that's
Like him in Inglourious
actor, yep.
Bastards, like obviously nobody likes Nazis. I'm not gonna act like we like Nazis,
Right.
but
him,
you loved him.
But you loved him in Inglourious Bastards playing a Nazi.
and it's
The way
weird.
he speaks, the way he performs sentences, like he's so like eloquent and like you listen to him and you're just like, oh my god, I just want this guy to just keep talking. Like it's so fucking weird.
It's weird because you can't like some people are good at certain roles. Like Joe Pesci is good as like a fucking piece of shit gangster,
Right.
but guess what? He can't play anything else.
Exactly. He has to
So,
play
like,
an Italian
Somebody like
guy,
Christoph
yeah.
Waltz who can play anything.
Dude,
It's
he was
like
the bounty hunter in Django.
he's
and
the bad guy, then he's the good guy, then
He
he's
was
the
the
nice
man in
guy, then he's
Django.
the
Dude,
mean
in
guy.
Django,
Then
he's the shit. But I'm saying, like, when he talks in a movie, like, you listen to him, you're like, oh, like, it's, like, satisfying. It's like,
He insists.
yeah. He's
Right.
like, oh, my God, it's so good watching him. Like, it's unbelievable. He pronounces every word the
Yes.
way the word is supposed to be pronounced. Like, he has no, like, I have a sturdy fucking Jersey, Philly accent.
Right,
He doesn't
so-
curse. He pronounces everything the way it's supposed to be pronounced.
So Horrible Bosses 2, Django, Water
Oh.
for Elephants. You guys see
Whoa,
Water
Water for
Never saw
Elephants is an
Water for
interesting
Elephants.
movie.
It's-
Interesting
yeah,
movie.
I liked it. It's a good movie.
Interesting fucking movie.
Inglourious Bastards,
Of course.
fucking. Oh yeah.
Who gives a fuck about when he was young? But I'm just saying, yeah.
All these German movies. I didn't know he was in so many German movies.
Before the Germans get here.
All right, so
Rob's up
So
number 4.
Four,
my
boys.
goodness. We're gonna wires
let me
across
make
all
sure.
the
Let me
fucking
make
equipment.
sure I got this. 'Cause this
We're
was
breaking
a couple
shit.
weeks ago. I put this together. I got prepared for this.
Oh, we gotta turn off.
As
all
you
the-
should be.
Ooh. So
I love that
There
I
we
have
go.
two picks before me. I can eat some goldfish.
That's all I wanted to do.
I'm
is
not
eat
gonna be on,
fucking
I'm not gonna
goldfish.
be on mic for two things. I'm gonna get some goldfish.
All right, so number 4.
this one will give you a little. I think you'll be on board with it, but I think it'll take you for a loop.
And that's what I'm saying. The fact that you started with Jack Nicholson.
Well, obviously, I mean,
Oh, Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz. No.
Yeah, scroll up to the top. It's okay. It's okay.
Hate it.
Oh, I knew you would. I knew you would. So Morgan Freeman. Number 4 to me is Morgan Freeman. And you're gonna ask why? Why Morgan Freeman? Why would
Why,
you?
Robert?
Why Rob? Why would
Yeah,
you
I really
ever
want to ask
say?
why because I hate this.
Robert?
I figured you might hate it, but you know what I love about it? This guy can narrate anything. I don't care if it's just people walking on the street.
MasterCard or whatever the fuck. he does.
Unbelievable voice.
He's
and you-
God and
and
Bruce
you-
Almighty for
and
crazy
you-
things.
But I feel like he could be God. You know what I mean? Like he has that kind of. You tell me right now that him in any movie narrating over it is not one of the best ones yet.
But that's all he can do is narrate. Like
Oh,
when he,
But you don't. I don't know.
No, it's your top 5. Obviously, everything. There's no wrong answer. It's your opinion.
no, this is the wrong
What?
answer.
No, I knew
No,
this one.
no.
I knew this one would
No,
give you a
Emma
little,
Stone was the wrong answer.
You
What is
motherfucker.
what
You
is
fucking cocksucker?
what movie to defend Morgan Freeman? What? Cause remember how we said we were going to bring this up?
Shawshank.
Okay, there you go.
Shawshank.
Red.
Right, that's the only thing
Shawshank-
you can do.
Shawshank
obviously.
puts you on a different level.
Okay, never mind.
And then he
and-
was in. And then he was in. Now You Can See Me Too, and you were like, "That's him."
Still
That's
loved
it.
him. Still loved him as
Top
Red.
5.
Still loved. He could be named anything. He's still Red.
Because that's part of our top 5. Like if somebody used to question you, what's your go-to?
What's the back? What's the
What's
back?
your go-to
Las
movie?
Vegas?
And it's like we.
Was it Las
I didn't
Vegas?
watch Las Vegas.
As,
But-
you, as you shouldn't.
As you, but like we were talking about in rap, like in music, it takes you to a place. Shawshank takes you to a place.
Beautiful.
It's hilarious to me that makes you feel back in that in
And
that
he-
timing.
And he was in a lot of good movies. Just going back, like now you can, like I shouldn't say good movies, but like movies that were like that people would know. Just going back from like 2016, Now You Can See Me 2, London Has Fallen, Ted 2, Lucy.
Trash.
Yeah, I didn't say good movies. I just meant like movies.
See,
that,
I
like,
liked him
people-
in Lucy.
Las Vegas.
I
Now You
loved
Can
him in
See Me,
Lucy.
Oblivion.
7,
Olympia
he's
Has
the
Fallen,
shit. 7, he's the shit.
7. He's
Dark Knight
unbelievable.
Rises. That's
Great.
what I'm saying. I'm going from 2018, like at the end of his career.
He plays Lucius Foxy's Harley in the Batmans, but
I'm just saying he was fucking in it.
But he made you believe what. The thing with him is he could tell you that the sky's green.
Gone Baby
and you're gonna
Gone.
believe it.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Gone Baby Gone?
I have not.
Here's the thing. He was God in Evan
He
Almighty.
was God.
So
He was God.
Gone Baby
He
Gone.
was God in both of them.
Lucky number 11.
The first
Dude.
movie Ben Affleck directed.
Watched that the other day. I never saw Gone Baby Gone.
So good. It's so
Really?
fucking good. It's so good. I love Casey Affleck.
What's my number 4?
I don't know, but Casey Affleck's my number 6. I love
Yeah,
Gone
I
Baby
don't know.
Gone.
I don't know why we're getting into.
Lucky Number 11 is an underrated movie.
Great movie. Josh Hartnett's a fucking heartthrob.
You might have a little bit of Asian in him.
I might have a little bit of gay in me. By a little bit of gay in me, someone
A lot
busted
of
in my
it.
butt.
A lot of bit of gay.
It's a
Someone-
flashlight
my number
up your
4.
ass.
Someone shot some marshmallow in my
Who's your
butt.
4?
My number fucking 4.
Ooh, Leo.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
All right,
Well done.
go ahead. I'm gonna take this as disrespect, but go ahead.
I don't
Yeah,
know
he
why.
ain't 4 on mine.
I don't know
He
why.
ain't 4. I can tell you that.
Go ahead.
He's got a lot of good movies, but like, I think he peaked.
Really? Where do you think he peaked?
I can't wait to hear this. I can't fucking.
Yeah, where do
I
you
can't-
think he peaked?
I
That's
can't-
my concern.
I can't
Right
wait
after-
to hear you explain this.
Right after the good movies, I think he peaked.
What's his last
Other
good
than
movie?
every
right
other than.
there. Right? He was here, and now he's here, and then that's it. He peaked.
All right, you know what? Yo, you know what we got to do? My number 4. We got to skip this
Yeah,
because
skip-
this is unacceptable.
we'll go back to Leo. There's a little spoiler alert,
This
but we'll go back
This
to
is
Leo.
unacceptable, Ryan.
You guys can go fuck yourselves. This
So
is my number 5.
But I want to know where he
You're going to
peaked.
defend Jack Nicholson as number 5, but Leonardo DiCaprio is number 4 is the end of the fucking world.
Yeah.
So I'm going to imply
Yes.
that Jack's higher on your list. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But why do you think Leo peaked? Where did he peak?
I was.
No, explain yourself,
facetious.
God
Explain
damn it.
yourself.
No,
The
you're-
rule is explain
You're
yourself.
over here telling us to go fuck ourselves all aggressively.
No. The rule is I make my case for him being on my top 5. If you guys agree that he would be a top 5, then we move the fuck on.
All right, well, then we're moving on.
all right.
Then we're
We'll
moving
move on.
I
We'll
can't
get
wait
back-
till you put
we'll
the
get back-
fucking.
We'll get back when Leo's on my list, and we'll talk about where he peaked.
4? I feel disrespected.
4. I think he's disrespected.
Oh, the guy that won 1 Oscar
You
for
can't
Best
go, you
Picture?
can't go on awards.
The guy that
Awards.
won 1
Come on,
Oscar?
come on.
Oh, no.
You can't go on awards.
He was disrespected.
Are we going on Oscars?
The guy that won 1 Oscar for
We're going
Best
on
Picture.
awards
here. Awards?
Oh, my
La
God.
La
Didn't even
Land
know-
won like 17.
Well, then
I didn't
Eli
even
Manning's
watch
the
it.
best quarterback ever. Okay.
No, he won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, shut up.
Many people won more than him, so.
Oh, well, he's better than Carson Winston.
Yeah.
He's my number 4. No, he's not. Shut your fucking mouth.
Not right now,
Fucking
obviously.
Obviously.
Fucking stab you.
What's your fucking number 4?
Yeah, I can't type that
wait.
fast, dude. I'm
I
not
can't
a fucking
fucking
house cat
wait,
like you little
dude.
fucking queers.
Where's the C on the keyboard?
Yeah, I have fucking marks in my legs from wearing high socks, business socks.
What?
Yeah, you have socks in your fucking shit. You fucking fuck. Benicio del Toro.
Wow, you're going with the obscure 5.
See, he's trying to
I
be
already
cool.
know. Yeah, I already know.
Oh yeah.
You're with the critic 5, like Benicio. It's unbelievable. I love Benicio. Don't get me wrong. However,
If Benicio
why
was
is he on your list?
if Benicio was to walk in, we'd all be like, okay, where do you want us to sit? Because you could fuck us wherever you want. Now I'm gonna throw back an old. He has good movies. Obviously, Sicario. Everyone's like, okay, he's a hitman. You know,
Yep.
he's the shit. But there's a movie back in I guess '99, maybe 2000, called Way of the Gun. I don't know if you guys ever seen it.
Never saw it.
Ryan Phillippe, you remember him? He was in like Cruel
Yep.
Intentions and shit.
Yep.
They're both in that. So they're not quite hitmen. They're like kind of like, just trying to like hustlers. But like, anyway, they kidnapped this pregnant girl, but she's pregnant by like a very important guy. So they kidnap her and hold her and the baby ransom. That's what the movie's about. But he is such like a. I mean, he's an unusual suspect. Like he's such a. Like how I said, like Christoph Waltz, like he's a character actor. Like when he plays a character, you're just like, shit. Like he's so into the character.
But do you think he always plays the same kind of character?
No, because
No?
he went from Wolfman, and then he was a bagman in this, and then he was fucking unusual suspect. Like if I would say the person who plays the same, Tom Cruise plays the same. Tom Cruise plays.
Agreed.
Tom
Right,
Cruise
but
plays Tom Cruise, and
You
The
don't
Rock
think he
plays The
plays
Rock.
the same kind of character?
No, remember I
You
just
said
said no.
Right, but then you listed
Well,
off.
he's always a Mexican guy. Like,
then you,
he's always
that's
got
what I'm
the
saying.
Spanish
Then you
accent.
listed off jobs that are like it's pretty fucking similar. You're like he was a bagman in this one, then he was a hitman in this one, and I was like they're kind of similar.
I think you're just pissed
So-
because you put Leo at 4, and you're trying to
No,
defend
no. We're talking about Benicio del Toro. Don't try to deflect.
that. I ain't deflecting shit.
Tell me how he is a different character.
In what? Wolfman and a bagman? All right, so Wolfman is when the moon comes out, full moon, he turns into a wolf. And when he's a bagman, he tries to smuggle money. I don't know where you don't get the difference.
No, go ahead. No, you're right. You're right. No, you're right.
Your 4 is your 4.
No, you're right. Your 4 is your 4.
Dude,
Four
are
is
you
your four.
are you confused about a werewolf and a bagman? Because I'm not.
Nope. And a
there's
bagman
clear
is totally
difference.
different than a hitman. They're totally different jobs.
They
But the
are. One
Bagman,
kills somebody and one
Sicario,
carries the
those-
money.
Those
Right,
newer
you're
movies
totally
that
different.
He does, I feel like he's typecasted now. Now,
And
back in the
and
day-
have you seen his Heineken commercials? Because they're phenomenal.
I'll give it.
I
I'll give
wrapped
you
it.
credit.
I wrapped this one myself. Oh, what could this be? They're knocking on the window. It's like Antonio Banderas. He's like,
That is an actual great commercial.
That's
I'm
a
not
great-
gonna lie. When they gave him
he's like,
that
I
one-
really like Christmas because it can really show my range as an actor. What could this be?
But I think that kind of kills your conversation, though, right?
Well, it's my top 5. So
All right, so here we go. Number 3. Number 3. Let me check the list.
I feel like you should be prepared because
It's on the phone. All right.
Ev
So
went, and then it's your turn next.
Ev's just picking guys that are in.
that I want to fuck.
Or in obscure movies.
That he just wants to fuck. All right, so this one's gonna cause
I can't
some
believe
debate.
top actors was going to get this heated.
No, fuck you and your fucking top actors.
There you go, boys. Take that
Can
one.
you choose the person, please?
What do you mean?
Because
It says
click on the fucking
it clearly says Tom Hanks. I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
Pretty
and you
sure
didn't
you
click
are.
on the fucking. You know what I'm fucking talking about, you piece of shit.
What do you want? When you want to see the picture? It's Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me is Tom Hanks.
I mean, I can't badmouth Tom Hanks.
You can't. You
He's
can't.
been in every single movie.
Everything's done is great. He's not horrible. He's not typecasted. And he doesn't play a bagman or a werewolf.
He plays Forrest Gump though, the most famous retard in America.
Yeah, it is.
He didn't go full retard.
Nah, can't do that.
He played for Alabama. You're number 3, Jack Nicky.
Jack Nicholson's
Jack's on your
number
3rd.
3.
Okay.
He's number 3.
Is,
I'm mad at
is
that.
anybody concerned that we just blew by Tom Hanks or?
I think it was universal. Everybody's like, yeah.
I think
we get it.
I think we'll also
I think we'll all have it in there.
we'll revisit him. That's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think everybody's got Hanks in
Yeah.
their top 5. Not
Um,
you. I guarantee
definitely don't.
that.
I
Yeah,
definitely
because only obscure actors for Ev.
don't. Yeah,
He's
Um,
got Casey Affleck. In his
somebody's
top 5.
really
Yeah.
offensive that I brought up Benicio del Toro.
yeah, damn right. But like we said, I think he plays his roles very well. Jack Nicholson, by the way, plays his roles very well.
Agreed.
Here's what I'll say: Jack Nicholson plays a different character as Jack Nicholson now, and it's not the same. I'm not putting him down like I was saying.
That's
The
a
whole
good
thing.
point. That's a good point.
He-
Right,
Jack Nicholson puts Jack Nicholson into every character.
right.
And it's not
Jack
like
Nicholson's spin.
and it's not like I was about
Yeah.
to say how how we were just like joking around saying
Benicio
like
del Toro.
Benicio del Toro plays Benicio del Toro. No, Jack Nicholson puts Jack Nicholson into. That's Jack Nicholson as a priest. That's Jack Nicholson as a whatever. That's Jack
Right.
Nicholson as that. Like Jack Nicholson puts it in. Like Jack
Right.
Nicholson is it.
Right, and you see him on the Lakers sideline. You're like,
You say
oh,
Jack
yeah.
Nicholson one more time.
I can't.
I'm all out of Jack.
I'm all out of
Nicholson's.
Nicholson's. All right, what we got? 3.
So that was
3.
that was my number 3, Jack Nicholson.
All right, everybody.
My goodness, my fucking goodness.
Thank God none of you guys
Oh,
are.
I can't wait for this one.
Yeah,
Thank God none of you guys are wearing sweatpants because it's about to be a fucking boner fest up in this bitch. Mr. Pitt himself, Brad Pitt. Now, what I like about Brad Pitt is that he's funny as fuck as a serious actor. There's no movie he's in that he doesn't have like a good sarcastic role.
Little joke in there. No, I agree with that.
All the Oceans, like Ocean's 11,
funny
Ocean's,
lines.
he's so funny. He's always eating. Sorry. What's the movie just came out with him in the tank? Fury, fucking banging. Fight Club, Snatch.
just came out.
If you want me to
Fury
defend,
just released.
just came out in 2012.
Go to the
if you
theaters
want,
to see
if you
Fury
want me to
tonight.
fucking
See what
defend
happens.
Brad Pitt, I might as well just pull out my blade and stab you. I mean, what movie has he been in that's not good? Legend of the Falls.
Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Hey.
You guys don't like Brad Pitt, huh?
No, I don't disagree with that. I
Right.
think
I
Brad
he's not
Pitt
in my
is
top
also,
5.
Brad
but-
Pitt is also a guy that's always Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? And
Right.
Like you
Brad
said,
Pitt. Brad Pitt to me is on the same lines as Tom Cruise.
Oh, I was just gonna say Tom Hanks, because I know you guys have Tom Hanks.
Yeah. That's not too far. I mean,
You
Pitt
know
was
what?
close.
Know who I can put in this category? Not to like bash anybody's shit. I just love Brad
It's
Pitt.
okay. That person doesn't listen to this. So
No,
you
no,
can
no.
bash
I
him.
guarantee
No,
Brad
you
Pitt
can
ain't
bash him.
listening right
No,
now.
I'm saying, but, like, there's probably a 4. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, our favorite or our favorite.
Shout out to Brad Pitt.
Like,
Yeah.
I love all of his movies and shit, but like, I would say Brad Pitt is Brad Pitt. You know what? All right, I'll say it at the end. Brad
Alright.
Pitt's my 3. Because I don't want to ruin anybody's top 3. Or top
I agree
5.
with you.
Brad Pitt. Oh, dude, have you ever seen Burn After Reading when he's like the
Yeah.
gym guy?
Oh, Burn After Reading is one of the
Dude,
funniest.
he's on the treadmill dancing and shit. Like, he's
undercover
funny, but
funny ass movie.
Fight
But
Club.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I put him on the
Troy?
same level.
Troy.
And I don't think this is a downgrade
It's
of him.
not a
Like
knock.
yeah, exactly. It's not a knock of his, but like
Yeah.
I put him on the same level of Tom Cruise. Like Tom Cruise
Okay.
is a good actor, but that's what I'm saying. So Tom Cruise has serious roles, and then you have Tom Cruise in fucking Tropic Thunder, where he's fucking dancing
Which is
around and
so
shit
good.
like that. Like
So good.
yeah, so like I put him on the same level, and that's what I'm saying. They're both good actors. Like it's not like I'm saying
Yeah,
one's
you're
a fucking
splitting hairs
asshole. Or
So my number 2,
There's no duh.
Denzel.
Now,
Denzel.
you can explain Denzel. He doesn't need any explain. He's not in my top.
Do you need it?
He's not in my top 5.
So, I wanna
but he's
know
the
why.
He's the only person not in my top 5 where I'm just like, yeah, no shit, he's the best actor ever.
Okay, so you
So he's-
you
Oh.
acknowledge it. You just
Oh.
you like to be obscure and go a little bit.
Yeah,
left.
but
I get
Denzel,
it.
Right.
Denzel is like somebody saying like, oh shit, Scarlett Johansson's not hot. Like we didn't have her in our top 5, but like, no, she's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And her titties, everybody wants to squeeze. But like
Look very supple.
Denzel, like, oh, what movie did you like
Just
about
even
Denzel?
titties.
Everyone's like, oh, what
Not very
movie?
balanced on the titties.
Like, how you say, oh, why do you like Denzel? What movie?
Do me a
Maybe.
favor and roll down this thing.
Do me a favor, hold your breath, and when I'm done rattling
I don't
off
even-
good movies,
I don't even do
you-
it. I did it on my own.
Because-
when I'm done rattling off movies, you can breathe. And don't
Because
piss.
here's the thing about Denzel is
Training
like
day.
he
Right?
no, but like don't
He's on, coach.
go in order because like his movies, every single one of his movies you've heard, where like
Yeah.
all these other people that we're naming, like there was a movie that we know of, and then 3 movies, and then another movie that we
There's
know of,
two
and
done-
then 2 or 3
there's-
other movies.
There's literally 2 movies about Denzel, and that's it. And what Denzel made, 80? There's 2 that I don't like. Manchurian Candidate, which is like
And virtuosity.
not interested at all.
For my people that know that, you'll get that.
And Book of not
Book of Eli?
No,
I was gonna say you don't like Book of
yeah,
Eli?
No.
it was a good movie.
the Equalizer 2. Like you don't make sequels. We don't need them.
Oh yeah, I
We
didn't
don't
see
need
that.
all
Yeah, that was
I
a
didn't see
that was a money grab.
Well,
But, like-
obviously. I mean, just the
And I
ones
never-
that I had.
And I
Training
never,
Day.
and I never
Remember
seen
the
Fences.
Titans.
What
I
I'm
never
saying
seen
is scroll
Fences.
scroll down this thing, because we're on IMDb on the screen here.
He's American Gangster.
And just go down to that's him in Philadelphia up there. But just read down. So first off, I saw him in Roman J. Israel.
Flight.
How was that?
It was fucking good, dude.
You know
it's like
why?
one of those movies that's
'Cause it
like
was Denzel.
exactly.
I never seen Fences.
But just look at these:
Me neither.
Magnificent Seven,
Awesome.
Equalizer, Two Guns, Flight, Safe
Two
House,
Guns, Two Guns.
Unstoppable.
Two
Very
Guns is
funny
goofy.
movie.
It's goofy.
Very funny movie.
But what I'm saying is,
but goofy. TNT movie. It's
what
a
I'm,
TNT movie.
But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, they might not be like top of the line movies, but you heard of them.
But you
Book
heard
of
of every
Eli,
single
Taking a Pelham 1, 2,
Inside
3.
Man.
Slow down,
Deja
slow down.
vu. Out of time. Oh.
Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3. The Great Debaters, American Gangster, Deja Vu,
The Great
Inside
Debaters
Man,
can kiss my ass.
Manchurian Candidate, Man on Fire, Out of Time,
Hurricane.
Antoine Fisher, John Q, Training Day, Remember the Titans, The Hurricane.
He got game.
Like every
he
fucking
got
one.
game. One of my favorite ones with that when he punches the dude in the throat.
Every
Oh, my
fucking
God.
one.
I laugh my ass off
Ray
every
Allen's one
single
of my
time.
favorite actors.
He's
That was
actually
number
number
2.
1.
That was number 2.
Yeah, I mean, there's Denzel.
Virtuosity.
Denzel
There it
doesn't
is.
need any.
Crimson Tide.
Crimson
a
Tide.
banger
And
movie.
Glory?
An underrated movie. And you know who almost made it?
Gene Hackman is in
Gene
your top 5.
Gene almost made it.
He's in like my top like 12. I made like a
Gene
list.
almost made it. And because I was watching Crimson Tide at the time when you guys said make your 5 best actors.
American Gangster. Oh.
So many good fucking movies.
Here's my 20%.
This is why we didn't talk about it much at the time. But my number 2 is Thomas Hanks.
You gave him the Thomas. You gave him
Yeah.
the full one, huh?
He
you
asked
know him
me.
personally?
He asked me to use Thomas because he's trying to get that out there.
His friends call him Tim.
Yeah. Oh, this is when he was a producer. What was he trying to get down the filmography here? Yeah, that's producer, actor.
I'm just
If you
super
can't name him, then
I'm just super surprised that both of you guys have Tom Hanks.
It's not that, and one of the things I'm not even that big of a fan of Tom Hanks, but anything he's in is phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like all the way from Castaway, even Forrest Gump. Like you might not like Forrest Gump.
I love tons of his movies. I love tons of them. But I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like he's always
in a good movie.
Agreed.
Like even like the stupid stuff like Sully and fucking.
So does that go back to he's smart enough to pick a good movie?
I think you should give him credit. You should give him credit for either way.
Both ways.
Like Sully, Captain Phillips.
Like
that would be a stupid movie if it was made by like fucking Mark Wahlberg
or Benicio del
Toro.
Unbelievable.
I don't know what boat Benicio would have been on.
Unbelievable.
He would have said some shit in Spanish.
He would have been like, "I'm the captain now."
Yeah. He would have been the bad guy.
Actually, he would be in the back. He'd be in the back.
Captino.
He'd be in the back, fucking all of our girls.
Like I said, like
agreed. That's it. If we're talking about your list is the top 5 actors that can.
Yeah,
fuck
top five actors I want to fuck is what I'm going for.
I put Hanks on there.
But he also goes all the way back
Demons,
to like
all that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. But he also goes all the way back to fucking like Big and Philadelphia and shit like that. Like
Big's one of my favorite
good movies.
Big is one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
I'll watch that movie in my fucking towel when I get out of the shower. Yeah. Like I won't get dressed if that movie's on. I'll just sit
Chelsea,
there.
I'm not getting dressed.
That's it. I'll just sit there on the edge of the bed and watch that shit on AMC with commercials and everything.
Grab the flashlight, Chelsea.
Fucking The Green Mile, like he's.
If you guys didn't like my number, if you guys didn't like Benicio,
we're gonna love this one.
You're gonna love my number.
I can't wait.
Nobody look at the screen.
I can't believe you ripped my top 5 when they're like top 10.
Yeah, you're up there. You're like I did. We went to 5 that we
straight
know
line.
Just,
yeah.
He went the other way.
Right. The only one I'll give you is Keaton, and like you guys seem like you like Keaton.
Keaton was right there, 6, 7.
Right.
I have no
He's
opinion.
a funny guy.
I have no opinion on him.
But you have an opinion on everybody else.
Because you don't want to fuck. Because you don't want to fuck him.
I don't have an opinion on him. Yeah.
Beetlejuice didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
That didn't give me.
The other day,
that didn't give me a boner.
It might be one of the funniest.
It's fucking hilarious, dude.
Funniest movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like his like quiet sarcasm, where the guy talks to him and
I'm
he's
not
like,
even looking at it.
Turn around.
I know why this is on yours.
Absolutely.
For one movie.
Come on. Really?
What do you mean? Come on.
Really?
He'll beat up
Somebody fucking say it.
He'll beat up everybody on your list.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman.
Because claws come out of his hands.
Hugh Jackman.
No,
now, his range is through the roof. Tom Hanks could not compete with him in anything. If you want to go range.
I feel like he's always Wolverine though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, then you don't watch movies. So
he's been Wolverine for like 25 movies, so
at least 25 years.
Yeah, and that's why he owns Australia. Now, other than that, he's in movies because he's filthy fucking rich just because of X-Men. He's in everything. Liz Mesberel, or however the fuck you pronounce it, The Greatest Showman on Earth, The Prestige. Have you guys never seen the fucking Prestige?
All 3 of those I've never seen.
You never seen The Prestige?
Nor will I watch any of them.
You never seen The Prestige?
No.
Christian Bale?
You should bury your head in a fucking sand and let me piss on it. You never seen The Prestige?
It's not a Coors Light bottle. You ain't pissing on it.
The Prestige? The Prestige is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my fucking life.
No way.
Christopher Nolan? Do you have a heard of him?
Yes, I've heard. Prestige is on your top?
It's not my top 5 movies. I like it. It's not like the best ever.
Prisoners?
I've seen it.
Prisoners.
That's the movie that I was gonna say. That's the reason that he's in your top 5, isn't
100%.
it? And that's the reason he's number 2. Now, don't get me wrong.
2 is a high.
Exactly. So that he makes
He's got to be 5.
He has a phenomenal performance in Prisoners. It's a great movie, and he is one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, that it is a great movie. But I don't know if you just went through some of the lists of movies that we were talking about, but like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 movies that were listed.
Well, here's the thing.
Where we're saying Hugh Jackman was in Prisoners. He was great. He was also in X-Men, and he was also in The Prestige.
Here's the
and
thing.
He's number
here's
2
the thing, though.
on my list.
But I think what we were doing it was my top 5, right?
Oh, it's funny. It's your top 5 now.
So when we say my top 5, that means I don't give a fuck about Tom Hanks' resume.
But when you criticize me, it's I'm an asshole. But if you criticize you, it's your top 5. Hey guys, stop it.
I'm just
Stop
saying.
it.
I don't know half of the movies that are on.
Well,
this
you live in
list.
Florida and you're a hillbilly, so shut up.
And we
And
wear
you
open toe sandals.
You
we,
watch
we go to the beach.
you watch VHSs, so shut your fucking mouth.
He was in Happy Feet, so everyone relax.
You watch you watch VHSs and you watch reruns of Friends. You watch reruns of Cheers. I see Billy Hoyle. I see Billy Hoyle up in the right corner.
That's why.
I hope he's in yours.
Who's your number one? You
Number
fucking
one.
fucks.
Number one.
We're number 1 now.
I'll never take
It's
that
the
back.
big time.
I
It's the
love
big time.
I love Hugh Jackman.
It's the big time.
I feel like I don't even have to put it up here because we already talked about him.
I'm embarrassed already.
It's Leo. Leo's my number 1.
Well,
Okay, he's got good movies. He was in my top 5.
Leo's my number 1.
all right, right. You know, just for the sake of this podcast, I'm gonna skip you. Of course, Leo is number 1. Of course, Leo is number 1. Of course, he's my
He
number 1.
has to be. He has to be.
There is no other actor.
No, and who are you going to give me that is going to beat Leo? Okay, I'm not mad at that.
Denzel.
That's my 2.
Because I don't know if you talked about it, but if we just go through his list.
Oh, let's talk about Oscars then.
No. I didn't say
Ain't
that.
get many.
I said if
No,
we go.
you were talking about it earlier when you were fucking. Who did he make fun of
Yeah,
Oscars
you
with?
saying no awards.
Because Leo has every Oscar.
Yeah.
Leo has 1 Oscar for Best Picture, and I don't know if you can read that on the screen right there. Won how many Oscars?
It's because he's black. They have to
Yeah.
give him to him.
2. He won
Yeah.
2. That's more than Leo.
They have to give him to him because he's black. And they were bitching and complaining for 2 years.
But like I said,
But he only got it on training day, and then the other.
Yeah,
the
what
other-
was the last one he won
he
it on?
had-
Equalizer?
he-
That's how rigged that
he
was.
had- yeah, how fucked
He won
up
it on
that is.
Equalizer. That's how rigged it was.
but like I said, if I read straight down the list,
Actually, you know what?
Magnificent 7, Equalizer,
agree.
No,
Two
hold on.
Guns,
Time out.
Unstoppable.
Flights, Safe
Unstoppable
House,
wasn't bad. TNT movie.
Unstoppable, The Book of Eli,
No,
Taking
hold
a
on.
Pelham
I
1,
got-
2,
no, I
3,
got-
Great
TNT
Debaters,
TNT
Yo,
movie.
American
time out,
Gangster,
time out.
Deja Vu,
TBS.
Inside Man,
yes.
Manchurian
TBS.
Candidate, Man on Fire, Out of Time, Antoine Fisher, John Q, Training Day. I'm reading straight down. Remember the Titans, The Hurricane. There's no movies in there that you
Manchurian
never.
Candidate's trash.
There's
We're
no
gonna-
movies in there that you never heard of.
Oh, so we're doing the top 5 most popular actors.
No, I'm saying
We're doing
top
top 5 most
best.
popular actors then.
Again, I
Oh,
thought.
the Beatles have so many good hits. Let's go with Glory Road and fucking Dog Shit.
Oh wait!
Dog Shit.
Oh wait!
Dog
I thought
shit.
this was top 5 my actors. That's what I said with number 2
No,
when I
you
brought
were-
in some
no,
random
you were
fucking
just
guy who played who played Wolverine
You
and
got
X-Men.
that? You got that? So you were just saying like, oh, let me read off the. Let's just go bang for bang. Denzel and Leo. Everybody else is whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, go
Leo
one and
is
two.
a better movies and a better actor than Denzel, 100%. No fucking shot.
Okay. What's
First of
Leo's
all-
best?
I think you're
Shut
going.
up.
I
Shut
think you're going A and B.
First of
mean-
all, Titanic made more money than every single movie Denzel's ever been in combined.
Are you going on Titanic too? If they gave you the ticket though, you
No.
seen that?
No.
Same exact path.
If I can watch it on a floating door, maybe I'll go see Titanic too. But
Here's the thing: if you're gonna put Leo as number 1 and you didn't have Denzel in at all, then don't ever talk about He Got Game again.
Ooh, well played argument
Jesus,
right there.
Jesus will
Jesus?
take his jersey
Shuttlesworth.
back
Ray Allen's a better
off
actor
the
than
wall. Ray Allen.
That's
Ray
how you
Allen.
go
And
to
I
number one
guarantee,
right
and I
there.
guarantee LeBron's better than Michael Jordan in Space Jam too.
Mic drop. Let's go.
That's it right there. You got to go to commercial on that one.
Let's rip through our top 5 real quick.
Okay,
So I gotta go back again.
Yeah, what was your top 5?
Come on, man.
I already
Look at this
deleted.
again. I already deleted everything. So we started with Jack.
Yep.
I went Jack. I went Tom Hanks. Thomas Hanks.
First friends.
Oh no, actually I didn't. I went Jack. I went Morgan Freeman. Tom Hanks.
Okay,
Denzel. Leo.
that's 4. Jack,
That's 5.
Tom Hanks,
Jack.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Oh yeah.
Tom Hanks. Denzel. Leo.
Leo. Okay. Mine was Michael Keaton, Leo, Jack Nicholson, Tom Hanks, Denzel.
Nice. I went Christoph Waltz, real big curveball.
As opposed to all the other curveballs that you're about to throw.
I think Benicio
straight
was
car,
bigger than,
straight
bigger than-
curveballs.
Christoph Waltz, I could 100% put in there. Benicio, I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. And I love Benicio. I like him as an actor.
Sicario is a good movie.
But he plays Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, I'm
Just
with you.
like
Brad
Brad Pitt. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not intimidated because there's two Rickuses in the room. Because if I had to, I'll get myself out of this room if things went south.
No.
Number 2, Hugh Jackman, because all y'all soft. And number 1 is
Because
Leo.
because of Prisoners.
And Leo is because, obviously.
Right, I'll give you Leo.
He's got to be the one. He's got.
Obviously.
I mean, you're splitting it when you go Leo and Denzel to me.
Right. No, I'm with
I mean,
you. And even guys like fucking
well,
Tom
here's the thing.
Hanks and
Here's the thing.
who
like
else
people,
was at the top?
all right, here's the thing. They could say
Yeah,
they could say the same thing. Like, all right, me and you didn't have Kobe or Jordan in our top 5. That's Denzel and
So that's impressive to me.
Denzel could be Jordan or Kobe.
Right, but that's fate. That's what this is. So
That's
shut
his
up, Ryan.
fake, so it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say that's favorite.
That's what I'm
That's
saying. Like,
favorite. That's different
Benicio,
than favorite.
yo, Benicio,
No shit.
Benicio del Toro is Baron Davis. So like, what's the difference?
True. I had Sean Kemp in my top 5.
Yeah.
He's a.
Sean Kemp is
really
fucking Kevin Spacey.
The fact that he's in your
Sean-
top 5.
Sean
when
Kemp
you
is-
only probably saw him play what? Highlights?
Not long. Yeah, and maybe a couple years
2
when I was
years?
younger.
I played
2 years.
I played with him for a year in NBA
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah, that's about it.
He played in the Cinnamon League.
I wish he did.
He probably would.
He'd have
But
his
do
12
you
kids.
love Sean Kemp just because of that dunk in the point?
That's what I'm saying. It's probably because
I think it's
because
it's-
of all
it's
those
that.
dunks. Yeah.
Yo, while you're here, just rattle off real fast. Do you have a top 5 basketball player?
Or a couple
I mean,
guys.
this
You don't
is-
have to
this is
describe them.
close.
Just do it. Just
My-
This is close because Jordan and LeBron, I fight that battle all
Sure,
the time.
sure,
I think
sure.
LeBron
There's no
is
right or
going
wrong
to be
answer, yeah.
number 1 eventually.
stat wise, yeah, but
Michael,
That's what I'm saying.
LeBron.
You say eventually, like he's not. That's
Well,
it.
I think
It's a whole nother
that's whole
we don't,
podcast.
nother
we don't
That's a
get
whole
into the
nother
basketball.
podcast.
Just give us your top 5.
Just a couple guys. You don't have to go. No order.
LeBron, Mike.
No order.
I'd go. Ooh. See,
That's what I'm saying. Like Iverson's got to be in there. Like
I can't put him
no.
in my
In
five.
your favorite though.
In my
your
favorite?
Right.
It's not
Right.
the record books.
Then AI's
We're not
in
hitting
there. AI's
Bill
in there.
Russell and
Yeah.
fucking Wilt
And
Chamberlain because he scored 100.
Yeah.
No, every
Yes.
top 5 we do is our
Our
favorite.
favorite.
Right. Like I had
I'm
I
gonna
had
go-
Dr. J. I had Sean Kemp.
Obviously, Benicio del Toro and Emma fucking Stone aren't the hottest people who ever lived. It's our favorite.
I love the Emma Stone.
He hates on it so bad. And I've had plenty of people be
I don't
like, "Yo,
think she's-
Emma Stone's hot. I don't know what Ev's talking
they all
about."
live in Ireland.
Is she? Is she?
I mean, if you don't like her, then she's mine, and you
mean,
can't
You're
have
racist. You didn't have one black girl in your top
can't
5. All
have
I know
her.
is
It's insane.
you're racist.
So yeah, I'd say Mike, LeBron, AI, Kobe's in there.
You like
See, I
Kobe?
never liked Kobe.
loved Kobe.
I never
was
liked him.
because
I
he
wear
was a
his
killer.
sneakers now.
He was a killer.
I like Kobe now that he's retired. Not that I didn't like him when he played.
Right.
Well, after the rape, right? Like
Yeah,
20
post rate.
24, not 8.
After he
not
bought
8.
after he bought that ring for his
24.
Just like I like
after-
Magic
yeah.
only when he had AIDS.
Yes, exactly. That's when he was
Post
the
AIDS
best.
magic.
Guys,
That's
I'm
when
gonna
he
piss
was the
my
best.
shorts. Rob, thanks for coming out from Tampa.
Hey,
He
I
came
hope
up
you-
just for this.
I hope
I
you
came
move,
up
I
just
hope you
for
move
this.
back. I hope you start your own podcast. Let us know. Rye, whatever. And all right,
Wait,
yeah,
that's the last
Hey,
one.
everybody follow us
appreciate-
on podcastgarage.com and all that shit. Guys, you know where we're at. We love yous. Thanks for listening. Peace. I don't know. There's nothing else to say. Thanks for listening.
Appreciate you having me, man.